kicking everything off. Alright. Welcome back, everyone. I actually have no idea who all is watching right now, but doesn't matter because I'm here for the players. Wow, that sounded so fucking fake.
Good job.
Jesus. Alright. So I know we've been gone for a while, but we are back now. We apologize for the delay, but all of us had some stuff we had to take care of, but we're back. We're all good to go. So before we kick off today's session, oh, that's weird. Okay, Josh's profile picture did not update, but
I'm gonna update mine right now.
oh, I know why. It's the profile, not the actual. Okay, that doesn't matter though. Anyway, so where did I leave off? All right, so we have an awesome little announcement to make before we kick off today's session. Is that we have partnered with our friends over at Southwind Data. When I was looking to go ahead and set up our website for Wolfpack Productions, I didn't really know where to go, so I reached out to Southwind Data, and they were very friendly. They were really nice, very professional, and they helped me get everything set up. And so I have a link down to them in our Twitch description for whenever the hell I release this to YouTube. It'll be in the actual description itself. We don't have a code exactly at this moment, but if you go and you register, and you can let them know that Wolf, you came from us, you came from Wolfpack, Dunes of Saefham, wherever the hell you found us from. You will get 15% off your first year. And so it's awesome. They're really good. They do wonderful web hosting, wonderful work. And I know the owner, and he's a pretty cool guy. So yeah, go ahead, check out Southwind Data below. And without further ado, okay, Sanct is still deafened. Alright, so now we have
Let's do a quick recap.
Yeah, we'll do a... Yes, good. Thank you, Ashton. So we're gonna... Alright, so last session on Dunes of Saefham, our players found themselves in the underwater city of Atlantis. They found a blacksmith who Dion is more than certain is Hephaestus, though they have neither been proven right nor wrong. They also were there when they witnessed Thassa attack the city of the city of Atlantis, left total devastation in her wake, and then our players exited through a portal that Poseidon opened as he stayed behind to go ahead and fight the corrupt goddess Thassa. Our players then found themselves on a beach, they encountered themselves on a... Does anyone remember the name of the country that I said? No? Okay, cool. Anyway,
For me.
shit. Alright, we're gonna call
We
it...
were trying to go to academia.
Mm-hmm.
We went across to the country that has the actual dunes that we're apparently named after.
Yeah, I
I'm
don't
trying
remember
to
the country
open
name.
my real notes.
Alright, so while we wait for that, because I'm a horrible DM and can never remember shit, they encountered an oracle. The oracle kind of gave them a little bit of a heads up on where to go. Poseidon also, while they were in Atlantis, Poseidon gave them a token to present to his, brothers and nieces and everything, and told them to seek out Athena, for he has not heard from her in quite a while. So our players met the oracle, completely ignored the oracle. She disappeared because Adri decided that she wanted to go all murder hobo on the poor oracle.
Yeah.
I put her in jail. She shouldn't have felt afraid. She couldn't have done anything in air jail.
Okay, to be fair, that's not that convincing.
Yeah, but we saw her at the archery range. She can't do anything ranged attack-wise, so air jail is a perfect prison.
Aerogel's a perfect prison until she slips out.
I literally have an iron grip.
Well, who knows? It might falter one day.
So after Adri got put in air jail, the Oracle gave them a little bit more information of what's kind of going on. Told them where Athena's temple is, and our players were resting on the side. Were taking a long rest on the side of a cave, prior to waking up the next day. So that is where we left off. Was right before everyone was about to go to right before they were about to engage their long rest. So we will kick off there. Sanct is still not back quite with us, but I believe we will just go ahead and start, and then we can catch him up if that sounds good with everyone.
Works for me.
All right?
So, kingdoms wise, we were all drafted into the Telandrian army. They fought a fake war against Blackwood because Blackwood accidentally destroyed themselves, summoning Hellspawn. I don't think any of that actually matters. That was the War of Flames. And I didn't write down the name of the country that has the Dunes of Saefham, just that absolutely no one was able to get there and get back. We have no idea what storm kept sinking the ships that went over there, although now we assume that it's a goddess with black and red color scheme. Anyway,
Wow, none of these are cool. Alright, I will come up with a country name later and actually be a proper DM, but also at the same time, I will come up with it when the fancy strikes me.
Hopefully sooner rather than later.
Yes, hopefully before the next 2 weeks happens and we have episode 4. Alright,
I updated my thing.
I saw.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the only reason it's not updating Josh's is because I think he has Discord Prime, or Nitro, whatever it's called. So he can set Discord pictures per server.
Mm.
interesting.
Yeah, and the overlay
So,
pulls from the profile as a whole. But enough about that. Let's get into Dungeons and Dragons.
Yes.
Yes, as I go get my dice, which I forgot to grab. Alright, sorry, Dion, you were saying something?
well, my dice were just very loud.
Oh, I thought you were saying so.
No, my clickety clacks just were very loud when I poured them out.
Ah. Well, I do not believe I heard your clickety clacks, so I believe all is good.
All right. Where are we currently? What's the situation going on right now around us?
So you all are resided on the side of a cliff.
Oh.
Yeah, there was a little outcropping in the cliff side, so you all went down there. You all decided to set up camp there where it was safe, a little bit elevated so you could have high ground if you needed it. And then some other fun stuff. I believe Sanct went ahead and set up his tent. I think Adri just climbed into Inquiry's bag. And Inquiry just, I believe, you just shut down for the night, right? You just kind of like hard shut off.
Enter sentry mode, so I basically just turn into a camera that stands upright.
Okay.
So if you do plan on trying to ambush us in our sleep, I still see normally. I just have to physically get out of that mode before I can do anything.
Gotcha.
But I am awake and seeing everything that's in front of me. But I don't have dark vision.
Ah. I believe
You're a dragonborn. Unless you got something to give it to you, you don't have dark vision either.
Damn it.
Everybody else does.
Eh.
Because they're both kinds of elves.
Fair enough.
Oh, that does raise another very important question for Evan and Ashton. Do dragonborns have tails in this universe? Please tell me they have tails.
Whatever the player wants. I see
Yes.
them as tails, yeah.
Oh, thank God.
I don't know why that was so crucial.
It's
Because
necessary
they look
details.
real bad without their tails. So did we wake up? Or did
Um,
something eventful happen in the night?
Wait, can I roll for luck?
sure. I don't know what you would roll for luck for.
That we
But
don't
go
get
ahead.
ambushed.
Sure.
Oh no.
What'd you get?
What'd you get?
I got a nat 1.
Oh,
Well,
Jesus
I
Christ.
sleep with my eyes open, and both of the elves only take 4-hour naps. So,
Alright, hold
I'm
on.
just
be
staring
as
into
bad
the
as we
void.
thought.
I don't suppose I could take that back.
Nope, I already pulled out the monster manual.
Damn it. Sorry.
Alright.
My only question is how far into the rest did it happen? And see, this is why I said that we shouldn't actually click our long rest buttons until Evan says you've completed a long rest, because this kind
True.
of shit always happens.
Well, you know what? We're gonna
Mother
say that.
fucking whore.
You know what? We're gonna say that this shit happens after the long rest.
Oh,
Because
okay.
I'm nice and Ashton's a piece of shit.
I heard about
Alright.
Okay, so Sanct isn't back yet, so we're gonna just say that he sleeps through this whole thing.
Okay, works for me.
Alright, so you all.
Oh, I just remembered that we all take different length long rests.
So 8
It'll be
hours
fine.
2
later.
4 hours, a 6 hour, and an 8 hour.
What?
But
Which one
please
is
continue,
Josh?
Evan. 4 hour.
Shit. Ashton's the 8 hour?
Yep.
Okay, so 8 hours later. You all wake up and you hear. Boom, boom, boom. Also, I don't know if my microphone is picking it up, but I'm doing like heavy footsteps.
You picked up the first one, you artifacted pretty rough before it happened, but please keep
Okay.
going.
So boom, boom, boom. Footsteps. You see the path in front of you kind of approaching towards you. For reasons that you don't know why, other than just the fates are just not on your side. You happen to find you see a cyclops making its way towards you. He has his club thrown over his shoulder. He looks like he's just wandering around. Has no real purpose, no real aim. And he makes eye contact with you. Makes eye contact with Syl in specific.
Uh-oh.
Panics.
Hi there.
Screams, baby dragon, must kill, and charges towards you guys.
Oh,
God damn
I'm,
it.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
everyone
What?
roll for this. Ashton,
Yeah.
Ashton done fucked up.
I got another 1! What the hell?
Oh, jeez.
oh,
Alright,
21.
now I have to... Alright, hold on.
That's okay. It turns out it comes to be a 2 because I have a point in Dex, but
Alright,
I got a 4.
still better than me.
True.
oh my... Shit, my... Hold on, my pencil ran out of a... thing. Someone... Okay, if someone could post the order in the Discord for me, the Cyclops got a 9.
Let's go.
So-
Inquiry 21.
Adri 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just need
So
to grab
Inquiry,
it.
Cyclops, Audrey, Syl.
Yep.
Okay. Thank you. Alright, so Inquiry, you are up. The Cyclops is about I would say 25 to 30, about 30 feet away. I'm not going to bother with a battle
Uh,
map for this. Just hope you guys understand.
That's fine.
How far between me and Syl and the Cyclops? Right.
I would say where you guys made camp was kind of like close-ish to a perfect circle. So I would say you're standing at kind of the front. So I would say maybe about 10, 15 feet away from Syl. We'll go with 15.
Okay. So who is closest to the Cyclops?
Right now you are.
Okay. Uh, Going to run into its path and say, ah, hello there, stranger. What's your name? That's not a tiny dragon. That's a large lizard man. You don't need to attack it. Hello.
The
I'm also rage because I don't think this will. No, I'm going to wait until it doesn't work to rage. No, that's not right. I rolled a I rolled a 12 on an intelligence saving throw. Does Inquiry know well enough that he should just rage now?
As never having faced a Cyclops before, you do not know. So whatever. So to translate that, you only can go off of your gut feeling.
This has literally never worked before, but there's always hopefulness. Mercy is a skill and whatnot. So I'm going to hold my action to try to break his kneecap if he runs past me, and I am going to rage. But I
Okay.
am hoping that he listens to me.
So you rage. Um, and he did horrible on his uh, saving throw there. So he kind of sees you raging, and now kind of sees you a little bit more as a threat.
Well, that does make sense. I rolled a 5, which is the revenge damage.
Mm-hmm.
So my body, all of my armor plating closes and then grows these kind of semi-transparent spikes all over the armor.
Okay.
So now I'm spikier. But I don't get any kind of like a persuasion to try and convince him that that's not a little dragon and that he doesn't need to be afraid.
That's
Can I
Or do I
give
just
him?
look a little too scary?
I rolled
Am I able to give him a help action on this by standing up?
no.
I feel
So
like you're the one who caused this,
so
Ashton. I don't
inquiry.
think you get to help.
Yeah. So inquiry. You just closing your armor up just kind of changed it to you, and he's like, robot protect scary dragon. Robot go down. So the Cyclops is now going to charge you.
All right. Well,
Um,
there's my held action.
are you gonna try and break his kneecaps as he charges you, or?
Yes, but I rolled a. Actually, I'm gonna reckless. Well, that's not much better. Rolled a 3 and a 6 with my reckless attack. The 6 comes out to a 12.
Okay,
I
yeah.
take it that doesn't do anything to the big boy's kneecap.
Nah, that don't do anything to the big boy's kneecap. Though the big boy is gonna hit you.
All
With
right.
his club. Um.
He's got a club.
God damn it!
I've been quoting
Oh
it the
yes.
entire time the Cyclops has been here. That
I
was
Mhm.
know
just
you
the
have.
most obvious.
Yeah. I had the songs going on, and
Oh yeah. I can't. I can't have them on for
that wasn't on purpose
copyright
though.
reasons. Yeah. Alright, so he's gonna swing at you. I'm deciding how nice I want to be with this. I think you guys can beat him. Does a 16 hit?
No.
Okay, then he swings his club and just absolutely misses you. Yeah, I'm gonna call that his turn. Yeah, so the Cyclops is gonna end his turn. He is now within 5 feet of you, Inquiry. And we go back around to Adri.
Hmm. Uh, where am I?
You're in your tent about 10 feet away.
I'm in a tent?
Well,
I thought she was sleeping in my backpack.
Yeah.
oh yeah, you are in his backpack.
So then I'm still in your back.
Yes, so you are now within 5 feet of the Cyclops.
Ooh, okay, let me see.
Quick question: how big is the Cyclops?
Cyclops size.
Motherfucker.
God damn it, Evan.
Wait, does it not have its size on here? Oh yeah, huge giant. There we go, it's huge.
Oh, it's huge. Okay, that's 15 by 15.
Oh, okay. Okay, then we're gonna swap that to Polyphemus size.
My
So-
brother in Christ, the Odyssey never says
it
how
right.
big he is. Nothing
Alright,
ever says how big the Cyclops is.
He
Just decide.
he takes up a 15 by 15 cube then, in D&D. There
Thank
we
you.
go. You're welcome.
Am I able to touch the bitch?
Yeah?
I'm inflicting wounds.
Serious question though. Are you getting out of my backpack to do it?
I'm popping out and jumping on him to do the inflict wounds. I need my good dice. That's not gonna. Okay. You 9.
Nope. If you're swearing, I can't hear you.
Fuck!
There you go.
Yay.
Alright, Syl, it is your turn now.
Ugly ass bitch!
Fix it, problem child.
Hey, excuse you. I
Who summoned a Cyclops?
I know what I did, and I'm not proud of it.
Do you?
I'm gonna use Chill Touch. Does a 13 hit?
Nope.
Well, I'm gonna take a couple steps back.
Alright, how far back do you go?
20 feet.
You, 10 feet in, you hit the edge of the cliff.
Okay, then I'll go 5 feet back then. I don't want to be right at the edge.
Wait.
Yeah,
Hold
is there
on.
any like tree cover or stuff?
No, it's kind of like, it literally was just kind of like a flat spot of the cliff that had a little,
How
like,
would I?
how would
How
what?
would I have landed when I jumped out of the backpack on to touch this big man?
You would have landed on his
So
toe, probably.
if I could help with visuals
Mhm.
and make my character feel a little better, instead of him missing the club, I might have just blocked it and maybe sidestepped it a little. So went down on top of me,
Mhm.
and with the handle of my hammer, I took it for a few instants and then dipped to the side to let the club hit the ground. And you being on my back could have just reached up and grabbed it if you want to just, be in my bag instead of
Mhm.
on the ground with the Cyclops.
Okay. Yeah.
If Evan agrees with that.
Yeah, we'll
I
go
did
with
more of
that.
a peekaboo.
Perfect.
Peekaboo, bitch.
Alrighty.
This is
So
not
we're
gonna end well.
back round to Inquiry's turn.
All right. Another reckless attack at its kneecap. Or actually at its heel. That is an 11 plus 6, 17.
Yep, you hit his heel.
Rolled a 1 and a 2.
Oh my
So I'm not the only problem child.
Okay,
Alright.
that's 3 plus 4 is 7 plus 2 is 9 points of bludgeoning damage.
Alright, yeah, you hit his heel and he just he's like, ow, that hurt. And then now he's going.
Then leave us alone if it hurt. You don't need to fight us.
Who's the big guy?
Hey, Stank is back.
He's
Uh,
awake! Help!
So somehow, some way, somewhere between 10 and 15-foot tall cyclops snuck up on all of us in a wide open area without trees or rocks or stuff to hide behind. It's because Ashton is an asshole.
Yep.
But
On the
you
tippy of
were
his
off
toes, huh?
doing something, I think.
Help.
Peeing, maybe.
No, I think he
Hunting,
was still
perhaps.
sleeping. Because you all just woke up and saw him. Or yeah, actually, Sanct. So
Yeah, shorter.
yeah, Sanct, you only have 4 hours to sleep. So what would you do between the 4 hours that you woke up, and before this Cyclops showed up?
Probably hunt for food.
Okay.
The three of us that need to eat are probably starving after everything.
Alright, so. Alright, so I'm guessing you just showed. So, alright, so Sanct just showed back up to the little.
Yeah, I feel like hearing a Cyclops war cry probably brought him back pretty
Mhm.
quick.
Did you bring any of the food with you, Sanct, or did you leave it and just came running right back?
I've got a deer over my shoulders.
Okay. So
Are we in a desert? That's probably inappropriate. What would be the appropriate animal to be hunting out here? A cactus. I have a cactus over my shoulders.
sheep
Ow.
or deer would work? I don't know.
Oh, sure.
Riding a
take the deer.
Cyclops, so my
Yeah.
guess would be cheap.
Yeah.
Thematic sheep.
So he's gonna hear you, and he's gonna turn over his shoulder. And let's see if he can even. Oh no, hold on. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, he 100% recognizes the sheep that you killed. And now now the Cyclops gets more mad. So the Cyclops proceeds. The Cyclops yells, "You killed my sheep!" as he swings at you. Inquiry.
Okay.
That's a 12.
Miss.
And a 26.
Alright, that one got me.
Yeah. All right.
Damn.
So Inquiry, you take also. Sanct, go ahead and roll for initiative, please. Okay, and Sanct, you have, or not Sanct, Inquiry, which type of damage set do you have?
Oh, what I dealt to him was bludgeoning.
No, do you have bludgeoning if dealt against you?
Yeah, I reduce it by half
Okay, cool.
while I'm raging.
I rolled a 3.
12. You're
Which is a
joking.
6
Okay,
for initiative.
you go before Adri.
Hell yeah.
Alright, 7, 12, 8. Alright, so you take 9 points of bludgeoning damage.
halved to...
No, I halved it for
Oh,
you.
you already halved it?
I
Okay.
halved it for you. Alright, so now we go back.
He takes 6 points of force damage as all the needles on me ride their way up the club and into his hands. And then return back down.
Okay. Now we go on to Adri's turn. Then Sanct will have you kick off when next round comes around.
Hell yeah.
Alright. I didn't hear a single thing you said. Like, I could hear you muttering from the office, but I couldn't hear you from out here.
Ying, ying,
Ow!
bitch. Sorry.
Okay.
Peekaboo, bitch. I hit you with my mace.
Alright, roll to hit, and then Syl, start thinking about what you want to do.
I have an idea.
Okay.
Oh, 14.
You hit him.
Yay! Peekaboo! Hold on. So, wait, 8. Wait, yes, 8.
8 points of damage?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. Syl, your turn.
I cast Magic Missile level 2.
Okay. So roll for damage for each of the missiles.
It's D4. So we got... That's a 1.
Okay.
That's a 2. That's another 2, and a 1. So 6 damage.
Alright. So inquiry before your turn even begins. As soon as Syl casts the magic missile, the Cyclops gets hit by it. Immediately drops his club. Drops his club and says, I'm so sorry. Oh, shit, I forgot the voice I was doing for him. I'm so sorry, Mr. God. I didn't mean to hurt you. Please spare me. As he kind of like gets down on his knees and kind of like starts to bow towards Syl.
Are you shitting me? That was Dion, not Inquiry.
I am aware.
Okay, I'm assuming I need to respond here. Let me let me get the voice real quick.
While he's doing that, I'm going to pick up his club, or at least drag it away from him.
Okay.
Alrighty, I got the voice. You think I'm a god?
Yes. Only gods can cast magic.
Right. I'm gonna look at the rest of the party like, do I play into this, or do we correct him?
I pantomime playing into it.
Okay, I'm playing into it. Well, good, you recognized a god. Now, I'm gonna look at inquiry. Do we make him serve us, or do we just tell him to fuck off?
I make fuck off gestures.
Okay.
We could make
Now-
a deal.
But I'm only one person, and Audrey is literally standing right
don't-
behind me.
Trust Audrey.
That's a very fair point.
I
But Sankt
make
is also
stabbing.
here.
I make
You
stabbing.
stay in your backpack.
We could make a deal. His life for, I don't know, this one sheep and maybe some directions to someplace useful.
I do the cutthroat sign.
I appreciate that, but sounds like a lot of hassle. I'm hungry and we have no idea where we are. So
Okay. So then
maybe his transgression against the gods can benefit him today.
Okay, how do I word this? If you let us have the sheep, you can go free. But you also must give us directions onto the nearest town.
Mm, okay, I can give you the sheep. However, cyclopses aren't normally allowed near towns. At least I'm not, because I crushed the last one that I went to.
Oh god.
I think there is one, south of here, about 5 miles. But I don't know. Like I said, I'm not allowed in towns, but I will leave now. Thank you, Mr. God, for sparing my life. And he gets up and he just kind of forgets about his club and just walks away.
Thank god that's over.
Am I capable of using it?
You know what? On a sheer fucking whim, I'm going to let you. You know what? I'm
He
gonna let
can use
you
a
roll a
splinter.
strength. I'm gonna let you roll a strength check to see if you can wield that bitch.
Has it been 6 seconds yet? Am I still raging?
I'm guessing the conversation has taken longer than 6 seconds.
Okay, I burned my second rage.
He's crazy.
Okay.
Um, there any animals nearby?
The sheep.
Any
Yep.
living animals nearby?
It's just stunned. It's not dead.
Okay, well, it needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
Someone roll for my sheep?
I got you. Hold on.
I rolled an 18 for the sheep.
Hell yeah,
Okay.
sheep!
You see, as so Inquiry's armor comes off back to standard, and it goes back closed. I turn completely black, and then my shadow sprints off of me towards the sheep, tackles it, but the sheep is apparently strong enough to resist my necrotic powers, and I don't. Deal 12 necrotic damage, but I gain 11 temporary hit points.
Sancta's going to look at the sheep and be like, maybe that guy had a point about you. Maybe you're special.
Yeah, that is a pretty impressive sheep. Anyway, just strength or athletics?
Strength.
Yeah, you're not trying to do it beautifully, you're just trying to do it.
That's an 18 on the die, plus 4, 22.
You're able to pick it up a couple inches off the ground, and then you just drop it right back to the ground.
You could have just told me no, and I wouldn't have burned my second rage for the day, you ass.
I wasn't
Wow.
expecting you to burn your rage for the day. I also kind of wanted to see if you could beat it.
You gave me the opportunity to use the fucking Giant's Club. Do you know what kind of a damage rate that is?
Yeah, I know. I'm looking at the monster sheet.
Yeah, you could have just
Wait,
told me no.
what did you
Now
roll?
I'm not really a barbarian anymore.
What did you roll without it? Or what did you
18 on the die.
plus what?
And I added 4 for my strength modifier because it's only my raw strength if it's not an athletics check.
All right. So because
Is inquiry just not worthy enough?
no. So all right. So I'll be nice. Also because I kind of want to see how the hell you use this thing. So you're able to pick it up, but you can only do about half the total damage that it normally can do. So you're strong enough to pick it up, but you are not strong enough to properly wield it like a giant would. I mean, Cyclops.
Okay.
Yeah. And so...
And you probably can't bring it into buildings.
Yeah, you just kind of have like a 9-foot club just in your hands now.
You have to park it at the curb and someone will valet it for you.
But they don't
If anyone
validate
else
parking
can
here.
steal it from me, they deserve to have it.
That's fair.
Alright. So congratulations, you successfully warded off the Cyclops that Ashton decided to roll for luck for and got a nat fucking 1.
Okay, mistakes were made. Let's move
Why did
on.
we roll for luck?
Because Ashton, can I roll for luck to see if anything happens? And then he rolled, and then Evan said, okay. Keep in mind the order of operations there. He rolled first, and then Evan said, okay. And then Ashton got quiet, and then Evan asked what it was, and Ashton told him it was a goddamn nat 1.
You're a special guy, Sil.
ipso facto, Cyclops shows up.
Okay, so how much damage does the club do?
You can do
A
2d8
D20.
plus 3.
Oh, hell.
Alright.
Yes. Alright, so with that fiasco over, as the Cyclops' footsteps recede into the distance, the party is all together.
We have our heading.
I'm not considered proficient with it, correct?
No.
Not yet, anyway.
Alright, so did anyone write down? I'm curious. Who has notes from last session?
I have a lot of notes.
Okay.
What country are we in?
Yeah, that was a question that we had. That we kind of forgot the name of.
Wait, what? What country are we currently in?
Yeah, did I
Yes.
name it?
Recton. Or escaped Atlantis 2, I guess.
Yeah, Therosia.
Oh, I guess I did
Therosia.
just straight up call it that.
Well, it's
Alright,
named
yeah.
after Rosa.
That's a fantastic lie, Josh. We're gonna go with
Got
that.
you
in
on my
court.
mind.
Yes. Alright, so cool. I knew it. I had a feeling it was Therosia. Alright, so what else notes do you have written down, Josh?
Oh, are you sure you want to know this?
What's up?
Last session, we had
Skip. Just what did you write down in regards to the Oracle?
Oh. Are you talking about what they said? That like 100,000 years ago, there were two sections of gods, Olympians and the other assholes. They
Yeah.
didn't want to play nice. They sought to conquer the world. The Olympians banded together to stop the other assholes. Tritons are the race of goddesses that Thassa, Poseidon's cousin, are what brought the storm. And then Thassa, is it Thassa or Thassa? I don't remember.
I'm saying Thassa.
Thassa lies in wait for Poseidon to abandon his position so she can claim Atlantis. And then we just portaled to this new place called Therosia, where we ran into some bitch who cares. I hate her. Oh, and I can install credit cards in the robot.
Oh yeah, the new CPUs for language units. Okay. So, is that all you have, or do you have more?
We're
I
supposed
mean,
to go find Athena.
Yeah,
Well, let's go south. There's a town that way. So
I can keep going back further into that session.
No, I know. I know, as I remember
Poseidon
this much.
gave us a bauble.
Yes.
It said find Athena.
And I know the Oracle gave you something as well. I didn't know if you wrote that down or not.
It was a map, right?
Yes. So the Oracle gave you a map that basically said you are here, and it was kind of like
Magic map, yeah.
Yeah, magic map, and it just has the path all the way to where you need to go to Athena's temple.
Oh, I thought it was a Minecraft map where it's just fog around us.
No, it has a path. I said it was kind of like the Marauders map, where it like tracks your movement and it tells you the path that you're taking.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a waypoint.
So we have
system.
our heading. And we also have a city. So. Wait, did the big guy point in the direction of that the map is trying to guide us? Like, do we think the Athena's temple is in the city?
No, he pointed 5 miles.
South.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna let the player. I'm gonna leave this up to you guys. So whoever wants to attempt a luck roll to see if you get lucky and you get the temple and the town in the same spot, I'm gonna leave that up to you guys. And yes, I am that evil.
Oh, is this a world building moment?
Yeah, world building moment.
Alright, which one of us is luckiest? It has to be Syl after that absolute diarrhea of a roll.
Redemption moment.
Do we give it to him, Inquiry?
I'm willing to allow it. What do you say? I forget Rose's character's name.
Audrey.
Adri.
Adri.
Yeah. Go.
Redemption moment.
You got this, Syl.
I got a 10.
Boom.
Your scaly ass never fails.
So. Hi.
I'm sorry.
All right. Yeah. So the temple is 2 miles west of your current heading, and the town that he pointed to is still 5 miles south of your current heading.
Okay. So, do we want to go to the town to try and get some information about the temple? Or do we just want to go straight to the temple?
I vote town.
We're pretty low on resources from what I can gather. I mean, we did get boat wrecked, then city wrecked, and now we're here. Well, city wrecked, boat wrecked, then city wrecked again.
We're triple refugees.
I've been worse. Does anyone else feel anything about where we should prioritize? Inquiry's vote for the town is still standing.
I vote for the town as well.
Yeah.
Alright. Let's see if we can't find somewhere to stay, maybe. Who knows how long we'll be here. Maybe even some way off this island.
We're on an island?
Well, everything's an island.
Does the theory of continental drift exist? You know what? That's not a rabbit hole worth going
Yeah.
down right now.
Dungeon
Evan, move
Master,
the plot.
answer!
Evan, move the
I
plot.
call
That's
upon
not a
thee,
rabbit hole
God.
worth fighting.
I need more alcohol before I go down that route. I'm too sober for it.
Is
All
the
right.
Earth flat?
Yes.
Mm-mm.
All right. Oh, fuck off, Josh. All right. So you head towards the town. You walk the 5 miles.
What
Someone.
does the map do as we walk away from the tower? Does like the steps?
Yeah, the steps just increase. So it
They
just
just
shows
get
you
longer
getting
in the wrong direction.
Yeah, it just shows you going south and getting further and further and further away from it.
I thought it'd be really funny if it had like, you know, when a GPS starts recalculating and it like tries to turn you around by inserting loops into.
Oh yeah, you see kind of like sad faces pop up the longer you walk away, and little messages
my
as
gosh.
like, "Are you sure you want to do this? Like, please no,
Sentient
don't
map.
walk away." Yeah, and then you see another message that pops up. It's like, "Hey, fuckface, I'm talking to you. Are you not listening to me? I see you
Little
walking
map,
away."
are you also some form of ancient technology that forgot itself?
It just says no.
Do you know what I am? Are you allowed to tell me?
Nope, I don't know what you are.
That was another thing I wrote down that I thought was funny. The word Hephaestus, and then inquiry, and then son of a bitch.
Yeah, that's in my notes too.
Hell yeah.
So about my new toy, Evan, about
Yes.
how thick around is it? You said it's 9 feet long. About how thick around?
I don't know the exact measurements, but about as thick as the giant's club from Skyrim. So you have to use 2 hands to hold it.
Oh, that is nowhere near as bad as I thought it would be. That's probably only about 8 inches, maybe 9.
Yeah, I would say 9-10 inches in diameter. So you just kind of gotta like 2-hand this bitch.
Okay.
Mhm. All right, so you start heading towards this town. You start walking. You're walking in the open. You're walking in the open. There's trees. There's bushes. There's shrubbery. You're in the desert. The sun is beating down on you. Um, do you guys have enough water?
Do we have any? I doubt Poseidon dropped us with some Dasani bottles.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, we don't do sponsorships for water bottle companies. All right,
Wait,
so
hold on. I can use my breath weapon since it's technically deals cold damage. If I shoot that up in the air or directly above us, that should cool us off if I'm thinking this through.
you know what? I'll allow it.
Let's fucking go. I'll go ahead and do that then.
All right.
Uh,
So Syl uses his was it once a day breath weapon?
Is he a Fizzbands Dragonborn or a regular Dragonborn?
Oh, I think he's a Fizzbonds. That's what we used.
yeah, yeah, so I can use it twice per long rest, so
Awesome.
I got one more charge.
All right. So about halfway through your trip in, so we'll say about 2 hours in, he just kind of tilts his head up, just goes, "Pa!" and a puff of just like ice.
I'm sorry, it's taking us 2 hours to go 5 miles.
Yeah, 5 miles is not
Oh,
a
yeah, that's-
long walk.
Okay, so about an hour, about 45 minutes in.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's about 45 minutes in. He shoots his head up and he just goes puff, and just a cloud of ice just shoots up and just kind of sprinkles down on you guys, and it cools you down for the remainder of the 45 minutes, where you then approach. You see this giant, beautiful, multi-tiered city. Like the walls just look beautiful. It there's a giant portion, like up in the middle there's a giant hill with what appears to be a giant ass temple on top.
Something about this is not right.
The city seems lively. It's bustling. There are people going about their days. There are soldiers, keeping the peace. There's like everything. And
Is there any recognizable iconography?
define iconography? Because I don't quite actually know that word. Oh, icons. Sorry. I'm stupid. Okay. You notice. How well did you memorize the coin?
The one we... Oh, I mean, pretty well. For me,
yeah.
at least.
All right. Well, you see the coin logo kind of on different banners throughout the city, on different like paintings.
You're talking about the coin that we were given as entry for the militia of... Was it Talandra?
Yeah.
The military of Talandra.
Oh no, the coin that Poseidon gave you.
Oh!
Yeah,
we
that
got
coin.
it still.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I mean,
your
I hold
recruitment
it up.
coins are sitting at the
I
bottom
remember
of the
it pretty
ocean.
well.
Okay, yeah, you see that symbol kind of like everywhere. You see, the guards have that symbol on their shield. It's just like it's everywhere. There are giant statues of, well, you see a giant statue of like Poseidon, kind of like you guys can't see my webcam, but it's kind of like doing like the classic like flexing pose like you do when you just finished like working out. doing that. Like, he just looks like so dumb doing that.
So these are worshippers of Poseidon, is what we can gather.
Unless you want to look around for other types of statues.
And then the Great Temple on the hill. Does that also share the Poseidon iconography?
That is too far and too high up for you to be able to see at the moment. This place is huge. Like,
I guess those who couldn't live in Atlantis lived here? Or maybe these are just the common folk that worship them?
so you guys continuing to walk through the town as well?
Yeah.
Alright.
People-wise, what's the makeup of this town? They're like a dominant species or mixture?
You see some species you haven't seen before. For players, you see like nymphs and satyrs and other people kind of just walking about, right? There are your classic races there: elves, orcs, dwarves, humans. Oh geez, humans definitely, lots of humans. A couple cat-like races. There's a couple tabaxi here and there. Some Leonins. It's just kind of like a melting pot of almost every race that does exist in the D&D universe, and along with like your normal type of human beings as well. But
Okay.
as you're walking through the city, you see more different kinds of statues. You see one, you see one of a guy, very kind of muscular, right? He's got the toga on. He seems to be holding a light. He kind of seems to be holding his hand out, kind of like he's holding an apple. But instead of an apple, there's a lightning. There looks like there's lightning dancing around his hand. You find another statue of a guy he's got boots on that have wings coming out the back. He's got the little like a little he's got a bandana on. He's got
What language is being spoken around us right now?
Ooh, that's an excellent question. And are we getting weird looks from people? Like, do we seem strange to people?
You get the guards. You got a couple strange looks from some guards, but they quickly just kind of brush it off, right? Average folk, though, wise, no one seems to be paying you any mind. Their clothing everyone has a wide variety of clothing. Like, for example, Sanct, you have some people that, not look like you, but are kind of dressed in similar fashion to you. Adri, you see, high elves as well, wood elves, all kind, like nobility, non-nobility. Inquiry, no robots for you. And Sill, yeah, you see some dragonborns walking around as well. But no strange looks from anyone. Everyone just kind of doesn't, like, no one really seems to notice you at all.
Okay, then.
Yeah. But also, and so as you're making your way, well, are there any other questions before I go back into, like, the statues and whatnot?
The language was?
Inquiry, what language is currently in your thing?
Olympian.
Popped in Olympian, yeah.
Hold on, where the hell are you? Okay, here we go. Yeah, not a language you guys know.
Do we want to spend the time to try and figure out what language this is? Just
I think
trial
I
and
can
error.
manage that. I think
The
I can
name of the
manage that.
city.
Alright, we should probably, I don't know, back me into an alley to do it.
No, what you guys figure out the name of the city. I can figure out the language.
Well, we need the language to figure out the name, brother.
Or I suppose we could ask somebody, which I think is what Syl is suggesting.
Thank you. I'm gonna
What
go
language are you
and
going to ask them in?
There's a
Common?
not insignificant chance that the Dragonborn speak Draconic.
I'm gonna approach one of the other Dragonborns and in Draconic ask what the name of the city is.
The Dragonborn kind of looks at you, cocks his head, and responds in very, very broken Dragonborn. Almost as if he hasn't spoken it in years. He says, "Don't know where are is home
Uh,
God."
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll nod my head, thanking him, and I'll go back to the group. Um,
Not one god.
it's home to a god of sorts.
Surely
It,
not one.
it, his Draconic was very half.
Did you repeat what he said to us, like word for word?
No.
Oh,
I'm
never mind.
just explaining it.
Then
So
we can't help.
all I can say is he doesn't know where this is or where this place is, from what I understand, and that this is home to a god of sorts.
So, as you guys are having this conversation and seeming very, very confused, all of a sudden someone looks down the alley, kind of like, they're walking past it, they like look down, they like stop, lean back and look back, take a couple steps back, and they start walking down the alley towards you.
Uh,
As he gets
I'm going to
close,
put myself between this random stranger and the party and, like, give him the look of, if you mean to do wrong, you will have wrong done to you.
Overlax, I'm here
uh,
to help. Are you guys lost? You need some assistance?
What language is he speaking? I'm scared.
He's speaking common.
Oh, hell
Ah.
yeah. Well,
Yeah, we just arrived from Atlantis.
Oh, Poseidon sent you here, didn't he?
Have you heard, or are we the first to arrive? Atlantis was attacked.
Son of a bitch. Was it who? What? Wait, what do you mean Atlantis was attacked?
Goddess Thasta led an army of Tritons to sack Atlantis. Poseidon sent us here.
That bitch. Oy. Do you at least know if my uncle was okay or not?
He
Percy?
was.
I'm sorry. Repeat that. You, and he points to you, Sanct.
What's the name of the city?
Oh boy, if I can remember the last time she changed it. She's constantly changing the fucking name of this thing. I believe last I heard from her, she called it New Athens. Something about the old Athens being destroyed by a cyclops or some shit like that. But that all happened, 20, 30 years ago, and I haven't heard from her since. You still haven't answered my question, though.
He was alone when facing her. We were with him, but he sent us away. I
Oh,
don't know.
well, that's just fucking great. He's shit.
What language do they speak here?
Ancient Greek, primarily. You won't catch many. I caught you trying to speak Dragonborn to him. Not many people. A lot of the people here don't really know what their native tongue is. so they kind of just adapt. You all are probably going to need to learn it though, so let me help you out. So he kind of, for the rest of you, this man, just he kind of goes up. He approaches you, Sanct, and he kind of like holds his finger out, like he's gonna like just kind of like tap you. He's like, he looks at you and he's like, "Hi, is it okay if I boop your nose to teach you the language?"
Who? Who? Who's he about to fucking touch the nose of?
Sanct. He's like
Mm.
standing right in front of you, Sanct.
Never one to turn down knowledge. But this is odd.
Excellent.
Go ahead.
Boop. He boops your nose, and all of a sudden, all the voices and everything around you starts to make sense. You have now learned Ancient Greek.
Oh.
Okay, who's next?
I'll go.
Oh, you just need your chip replaced, don't you?
Yes, but I can only have one in at a time, and there might be more useful languages if you could just grant it to me.
Alright.
Also,
Turn around.
to be rude, but who are you?
My friends, you don't recognize me. Oh wait, you didn't spend long enough looking at the statues. He kind of jumps up in the air, and you see the little like wings kick out from his boots as he kind of just hovers in the air, and he's like, "I'm Hermes, my friends."
Evan, you did not describe this motherfucker one iota, and you expect us to have known it was Hermes, you
No.
dick ass.
I never expected you to know it was Hermes.
Nah, dude. You should have heard he ripped out some moly. You weren't looking.
Shit, someone took my molly. Fucking A. Last time I ever teach him how to pull it out. Okay. Anyway, so he lands back in front of you, Inquiry, just boops your nose. You now know Ancient Greek. He sticks his hand around, boops Adri. And Syl, he walks up to you.
Yeah.
He looks up at you. Cause by the way, you're all taller than Hermes. He right now he's like 5'9". He kind of looks up at you. He looks down. He looks up again. Looks down. Back up, and he's like, "You're gonna have to tell me where."
What do you mean?
Oh, okay. I see how it is. Alright, so he kind of just jumps and just boops your nose. And just says, "The rest of you can figure it out. In the meanwhile, I have to go, Alright, first of all, what prompted you to come to here?"
So, Evan, before
Yes.
we start interacting with a god,
Yes.
do any of us know / give a flying fuck who Hermes is? Like, what level of awestruck is appropriate for our characters? Or is this just a dude that has a very large statue, as far as we're concerned?
Did I...
Sanct does not know who any of these gods are.
Yeah, Sank doesn't know shit.
As far as he's aware, this creep just started touching us in an alley.
Yeah.
And if it weren't for the fact that he did it to him first, he wouldn't have allowed him to do it at all.
Inquiry, you probably have some knowledge about Hermes, messenger of the gods.
So I'm aware that we're in the presence of a god in flesh right now.
Yes. You are
Okay.
fully aware.
Okay, cool. That correctly informs how I'm going to behave.
Okay. Syl, Adri, you guys, once again, depends how much mythology both of you read. So if you want to, you can go ahead and make me a religion check to see if you actually know about Hermes, the messenger of the gods.
I've been an orphan for a long time. I've read books.
19.
Yeah, Syl, you definitely know about Hermes.
16.
Adri, you also know about Hermes. Sanct, I want you to roll me one.
I don't like this. A 19. Was it a religion check or a history check?
Religion.
It starts with an R. Why can't I find it? That's a dirty 20.
Okay. So all of you have heard about Hermes, the messenger of the gods. Sanct, the reason you heard about Hermes, which I can either tell you in session or I can DM you later for it if you want to move the story along. Either or. Which one do you want?
I'm down. I'll hear it now.
Okay. So
I'll just take it as a note.
you faintly, what was, out of curiosity, if you were to do that same roll for history, what would you have gotten? Same thing, dirty 20, or was it
Yes.
higher? Okay.
Same dirty 20.
Awesome. So with both of those rolls, counting the same for both, you faintly remember hearing, before you went under for the first time, from when you went under many, many years ago to meet the matron for the first time. Upon before going under, you remember faintly one of the other people. I assume it was like a ritual and everyone was with you.
Mhm.
Yeah, you hear kind of, you remember hearing someone say like, oh, like, did you hear Hermes delivered this to her? And that is the only time that you have heard his name pop up, aside from what you might have read in also other religious texts. So, because everyone rolled really well, yeah, this guy makes his way around. He is known for communicating with the other gods outside of the Greek pantheon.
But as far as like a physical description goes,
No, the only physical.
I would just know the name Hermes.
You would just
So
know
this
the
could
name.
just be a guy named after a god or the actual
Yes.
god himself. I see. Okay.
Yeah, Inquiry would have a description that was probably 15 years old.
Yeah, but we are also literally in the shadow of his gigantic fucking statue, so.
Mm-hmm.
So in that case, I'm just going to actually be honest with him. When we were in the middle of having an audience with Poseidon when the attack occurred, he told us to make our way to Athena and to, who has the coin, present her with.
Inquiry, is this someone we can trust?
You see the statue, right? Actually, I am going to click on magic awareness to see if this guy is magical and like properly radiating magic and such.
Mm-hmm.
Is he?
Yeah, he is shining about as bright as the initial flash of a nuclear explosion.
Ow.
Yeah, you.
So yeah, my eyes flash blue and then ow. Then I turn that off.
Oh, sorry. I could have dimmed it down for you if you needed it.
It's fine. So, several things. Yes, Sanct. Uh, this is Poseidon's nephew, and we were sent to find Poseidon's niece. That's what the task given to us was.
So this is a god?
In the
Yes.
flesh, baby.
I assume so, and he does certainly look like the giant statue.
He does the same pose as the statue, and like, you know,
I've seen plenty of statues of kings before. This is hardly out of place. But for a god to walk among the people who worship him. This is strange for me and my culture.
Oh, that shit's normal here. I've had. Oh boy. Let's see. I think last month we had a. Last month there was the. Was the. Oh God, who was? What was it? Oh, I got so drunk I couldn't remember. Oh, we had karaoke with Apollo. Archery lessons with Artemis. Demeter and Persephone even taught a class on how to raise plants. Yeah, that's very common here.
Artemis, huh?
Oh yes, we have got everyone here.
Wait, if everybody's here, why was it? Does Poseidon ever visit here, or is he just stuck in the ocean?
Well, when I say here, I mean in this island, country, plane. I'm still trying to figure that out because my fucking father can never decide what he's gonna do with this place. But yes, so, I mean, we all live on here. Then we travel to Olympus when we need to. But no, Poseidon remained in Atlantis because he was protecting our border. Athena was I don't know where Athena went. She just kind of up and vanished like 6 months ago. Yeah. No, we kind of just. He's kind of just like scratching his little like beard as he's saying this. He's like, we kind of just come and go as we please.
Makes sense for
well,
gods.
Well, Atlantis has fallen.
Oh,
It was
yes.
still bad when we left, so
Oh, no, we are.
what should we be doing?
Oh, we are eternally fucked. I don't know how involved you guys are willing to get, because I know that this is a huge ask of people who literally just showed up on our island less than 24 hours ago. However, our first step would kind of be to free our strategist, which would be my half-sister, yeah, which would be my sister. You might be able to find her. I know her main temple is up there, and he, like, points up the giant hill. But I believe she went to visit one of her sub-temples. Something there wasn't exactly sitting right with her, so she went and she went to go pay it a visit. So that's where I would say to go. It seems like you already have a map, which I need to have a stern talking to about where to go. But first, though, he looks you all over, and you guys look like shit, respectfully. So he's like, how about first we get you washed up, fed up, drank up, and he points to you, Inquiry, and he's like, and oiled up. The water might have done a little bit of damage. Yeah, but how does that sound? I mean, do you guys want to do that? I understand that I did just kind of interrupt your little family moment here. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to.
Yeah, I mean, that sounds good to me. I think we kind of need it.
I have been in service to the gods for millennia. It will be an honor to reminisce of my past with you.
I have other plans. I'll meet back up with you guys later.
Sounds good. He kind of eyes you, and he's like, but just kind of shrugs his shoulders, and he's like, okay, rest of you. Oh, wait, quiet one in the back. Does that sound good to you?
Yes.
There we go. Alright, everyone, all aboard the Hermes train, and let's choo-choo on out of here. And he
I
proceeds
don't know how to. Okay. I'm just gonna follow, just
Work.
like not amused by his little joke. More so just confused.
Yeah, he proceeds to,
Like, what the hell's a train?
he proceeds to lead you further up the path to a like tavern, where he walks in and immediately everyone's like, "Hey, Hermes!" And he's like, "Okay, I need to go drink with those people over there. Talk to the barkeep. She'll get you set up with 1, 2, 3, 4 rooms, or do you want to bundle up in 2, or just one big one?"
That makes no. You know what? I would like my own room, if possible.
Okay, robot and tiny elf. What about you?
I don't sleep.
All right, so I'll put you.
Don't call me tiny.
Oh, aren't you just adorable? All right, so I'll put you 2 in one room.
I slowly just bring a little knife out.
I slowly just put her hand back down.
All right, and then your brooding friend, who I don't know where he went off to, I'll get him his own room as well. Okay, so you just talk to the barkeep, get 3 rooms, tell him to throw it on my tab, and eat, drink, and be merry, friends. And I'm off. And he goes to sit with the other people who yelled his name, and starts just drinking with them, like profusely.
These other people, what, they seem like just humans or mortals, basically.
Yep, they look like messengers.
I'm not going to speak Olympian, but I still have Olympian in, and I want to hear anything that he, like, mutters under his breath in Olympian or such.
Uh,
Also, my
mhm.
eye didn't work.
Your what?
Nothing.
Your eye didn't work?
Not what I said, but it doesn't matter.
I got you.
Thank you, Josh.
Understandable. I'm confused.
Am I getting
What's up?
anything from him and
Oh,
his
no.
merry band?
No, he used to speak in ancient Greek to all of them. And they're just drinking and having a good time.
Alright, fine. Consumers of, I don't know, flesh people, what are you going to be doing?
Drink.
A little
Rosen, that
stabby?
wasn't heard.
Drink!
Come on.
I,
I guess I'll sit with you.
Alright, so as you 3 get your drink on, we're gonna cut to Sanct. Sanct, what are you doing in the town of New Athens?
Well, with my recently discovered ability to hear, I'm going to try and find some kind of like map, I guess, like a posted map of the city, like a layout of the city, and see if I can read this language I can now understand. Maybe I can only speak it.
Yeah, so as you're walking around looking for a map, you see shop signs, you see posters, you see billboards, and yeah, you understand all of it. You see blacksmith, tailor, foot massage, like 2 gold hand jobs. I don't know. You just see like signs as you're just walking down, and you fully understand
That
all of
is
them.
really expensive.
2 copper.
That's more like the joke you were trying to make.
Okay, there we go. Yeah, 2 copper hand jobs. Like you understand it all.
Yeah. Sanct is going to hop in on that blacksmith, and maybe if there's a Fletcher around, he's going to go to the blacksmith and pick up some arrows. I don't know if we're doing
I'm not
doing
doing
that
arrow
level of
count.
inventory management.
No.
Okay, then I'll just be sure that every chance I get, I'll like hop in and replenish, air quotes, my arrows.
Okay. Yeah, he just as you walk in, he just it looks like he just already has it ready for you.
Beautiful.
And there's just a little
And
note.
then-
There's a little note on it that just says, "Thought you would need these." Signed H.
Creepy.
H. Unfamiliar. Was there a Fletcher?
In my world, I kind of coordinate the blacksmith with the Fletcher. They're kind of like 2 in
Okay.
1. Yeah.
Hey, that totally makes sense.
Mhm.
Anything as far as enhanced longbows go? Maybe magic or special arrows?
Nothing
Like a
in this
smoke
shop.
arrow, sonic arrow? Okay. I'll stop looking at his wares and pay him a due,
Mhm.
and then I'm going to... Is there anyone... So you said there were large statues. Were we seeing them in the distance, or were
No, you were like right
they...
up close to them.
Okay. I'm going to put in my notebook how many of the gods were in statue form.
Oh God, that's a number I am not prepared for. All right, hold on. All right, so since you can read, you can also see their names. I swear to God, if you ask for descriptions, I'm smiting you. So there is, uh, okay, Demeter, Persephone, Zeus, Hera, Ares, Hades, Poseidon, Athena, Aphrodite, Apollo, Artemis, Hermes, and I don't feel like adding Dionysus. Actually, yeah, we'll add Dionysus. So Dionysus, that's about 13.
Oh, right.
Hephaestus
Persephone makes
is
it 13.
Hephaestus is 14. I'm like trying to use my
So the
knowledge
12
plus what I can Google.
So the 12 Olympians plus Persephone, and who was the other one that makes it 14?
I said Hephaestus.
Regular Olympian. He's a part of the 12.
Then it would just be.
Oh, has Dionysus switch off. That's why we're at 14.
Yes. Because 13 was with Persephone. Yeah, so 14. Oh, 16 Aphrodite.
She's a regular part of the 12 Olympians.
I don't think I listed her, did I? Oh, no, I did. Yeah, okay, we're good. Alright, so we have Demeter, Zeus, Hera, Persephone, Ares, that's 5. Athena, Aphrodite, Apollo, Artemis, Hermes is 10. Dionysus is 11. Hades and Poseidon are 13. And Hephaestus is 14. Yes. So you see 14 statues.
So I'm not going to ask you for a description, but I'm going to kind of take a look at the statues and ensure that should I come across one of these faces, I'll have some recall of what they look like in this form.
Okay.
How accurate was Hermes' statue to his figure? Was it dead on, or was it an
Oh,
approximation?
not at all accurate.
Okay. Then I'll take it with a grain of salt. Just keep in mind that
Mhm.
discrepancy existed, but these entities seem to exist.
Mhm.
And then let's see. It took us 45 minutes to get here. It'd be like 15 minutes. I'm going to take the map and run to the Athena's temple, the auxiliary temple, and see what state it's in.
Okay. So we'll say by now it's like mid-afternoon. Alright,
Oh, you're really just lone wolfing it.
Alright, let's see if this goes well. Saint, as you approach, you see that it's kind of... It seems like it's an open area. It looks very... It looks in very good condition.
No Polyphemus around, no Tritons. Evidence of conflict.
Give me 1 second. Make me a perception check.
That is 18 plus 4, 22.
Okay. Yeah, you see about 4... I need to check. Yeah, you see about 6 people inside the temple kind of moving around and whatnot.
Do they look? Are they like peacefully moving, or is it a little more chaotic?
They're just kind of walking around doing their thing.
Okay, I'm gonna head back to New Athena, or New Athens. Sorry.
All right. How far away were you, would you say, from the temple when you approached?
Only close enough to see it, and I guess close enough to make out figures.
So I'll probably say, what, about like 60 feet, give or take?
Sure.
All
Did
right.
the map respond any differently to being that close to it?
It had a little smiley face and a thumbs up.
Okay.
As you're walking away, though, just go ahead and make me a stealth check real quick.
Hey, that's a natural 20.
All right. Sounds good.
And then once back in town, I will probably make my way to... Well, it's New Athens, right? So there's a library.
Yeah.
I'll make my way to a library and then spend the rest of the night reading up on this conflict and any potential
Which,
backlash that I may bring to myself by associating myself with this conflict.
so when you say you're looking up, like, history, like, what are you looking up?
The Tritons and the Greeks,
Oh, so you're looking...
Poseidon and
Oh, okay.
Aphrodite, or and Athena,
So you find...
and then any ties
Mhm.
this pantheon has to my matron.
All right. I'm going to have you do the following for me. First one. Actually, no, never mind. I'm not even going to have you do one.
Hell yeah.
I'm saving you the impossible card.
Oh.
So you find books on all of the current pantheon, right? Like Artemis, Athena, Demeter, those guys, right? You read tales of their exploits, right? You read about this very poor soul who pissed off Poseidon, right? Like, to no end. You read about, but you don't, so you read about all of them, you get a little bit more about them, right? But you don't find anything on Thassa or the other gods, right? Other than just, like, brief mentions.
And in the context, those brief mentions are just that they exist.
Yes, that they exist. Nothing of the
Nothing
previous
more.
conflict.
No relations or okay.
Well, they're, like, in the family tree, but they're, like, crossed out of the family tree.
I see you.
So, also, though, as you're looking through the underworld books, you go ahead and make me a religion check. Or, no, not religion. Okay, Dion, I'm turning to you.
Okay. Okay. Please be gentle.
Actually, I'm gonna DM it to you because I don't wanna. I'm not gonna say this to Josh.
Fair enough.
If it's slander of my lady, then it's best not to.
Okay, Josh, make me an insight check.
Okay. I think that's a good number for me. Yeah. That's 12 and 4 is 16.
Okay, so you're reading the book, and you can't, you think, like, very, very, very faintly think, that there may be information missing from the book.
Okay. Something is missing from this book about the underworld. Is it something I recognize, or is it like a page is missing?
That's all you get, is just that you get a gut feeling that there might be something missing from this. You can't put your finger on what, but you've got an inkling that something might be missing.
Okay, I see you.
Alright, and as you
Alright,
spend
and
the rest...
then I'm gonna fall asleep in this library.
As you go to fall asleep, the librarian just kind of walks over. It's dark out. She has, her lantern in her hand. I assume you other guys are just, like, shit-faced at the bar. She just, like, slaps your arm.
Punks. I mean, if I'm physically capable of getting drunk, sure, but I'm certain that I'm not.
Hermes tries to make it so you can drink with him, but he fails, and all the liquid just goes through you like normal. So you cannot get drunk tonight. Yeah, but no, Sync, the librarian just smacks your arm and wakes you up and tells you to leave.
Alright. I guess, I will... Is it, like, nighttime?
Yeah, it's nighttime.
How long did I sleep?
Like an hour.
I will climb up on top of the library and sleep on top of the library.
Such an asshole.
Yeah, she shows up there as well and smacks you and tells you to go to the damn inn and get off of her library.
Damn it. I'll find a tree.
She just
God
rolls...
damn it, Josh.
She rolls her eyes, like almost effortlessly, spins you around, shoves you off the roof of the library, and as you fall over, you suddenly find yourself standing upright in front of the door to the tavern.
Okay, well, that was clearly a god.
Sank don't like this.
Are we gonna die?
Think so. I just wanted to be in the tavern to be able to ask you guys about your fucking backstories. And then Josh and Wynn did research without me, even though I'm a researcher. Bastards.
So
You're a researcher who's announced his servitude to the gods. I'm not gonna go to you
I
about
wonder if
dirt
you
for the
could have
gods.
had a conversation about that with me. You know, the guy who hasn't told the god he can speak his language to eavesdrop on the god. Maybe talk to your fucking party members, Josh.
I'm not gonna use meta information. All Sank knows is you were built by the gods for the gods.
Yeah, and I just want to have a damn conversation so that this isn't meta.
I'm just gonna be like 6 drinks in at this point.
I'm following along with the drinking, but I don't think
So
I'll get drunk, right? So I'll be pretending.
where are you?
No, they
where
do.
are you two from?
Oh, they do? Okay.
Alright, well, Inquiry has asked you a question. And roleplay while I use the bathroom.
I I'm not exactly sure. I grew up in a massive library of sorts, not with many around me, so I've had plenty of time to research and study many things of this world.
Oh, a fellow academic. How intriguing.
More of a hermit, if you will.
Oh, to be fair, I'm also technically homeless.
Well,
I just don't
homeless,
require food or sleep, so I don't exactly get the title.
somewhat of an enviable trait.
Oh, it certainly is in the practical sense. Although that does look fun, and he points to, I don't know, two people getting shit-faced and fighting or arguing with each other or something.
Ah,
Does seem like a fun experience, and
for the young and
food
foolish.
intrigues me.
For the young and foolish, yes. For at least someone like myself, that terrifies me, and I would rather
The
just
young
enjoy
and
a nice drink.
foolish. I
Yes,
was under the impression you were young.
uh, I'm not much of a social type, so I find most things others do to be foolish and reckless.
Speaking of reckless, and I assume that I pluck Audrey by her collar as she goes to stab somebody.
Yep.
And
Right as she's about like ready to stab Hermes, you just bloop, air jail her.
oh no, I was going. Well, are you Audrey?
I was probably sneaking around, just
Okay, I'm
drinking, maybe poking people with my little knife.
pluck you by the collar and sit you back down on your stool between me and Syl. And
The
what about you, Audrey? Adri?
I'm from the kingdom of murder.
That doesn't seem like a real place.
It is. I was born there. My parents died, and I lived in a castle.
I feel like she's
Roll
lying.
an insight on that shit. That's 18.
Wait, hold on. I wish to roll insight as well. Hang on. Dirty 20.
So, Adri, are you lying?
Do you want the normal rules, or
I
do you
want
want to just make her
like
answer?
Yeah, you have to tell the truth.
She's stupid, so she doesn't remember the place, the name of where she was born, but she did live in a castle and her parents are dead.
What
So,
the actual
I mean,
fuck?
I don't.
What I'm getting from that is that Adri definitely believes that that's true.
Yes.
I feel like that's probably what I'm getting from that.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Okay. And Adri, I'm sorry about your family, but why are you so stab happy?
Well, you see, I was dropped as a baby a lot. Let's see, we had people working for us a lot, and I like to sneak up and stab them. I don't know.
Where did you learn this habit?
She's the princess of the kingdom of murder, guys. She's
I
gonna exemplify the craft.
As Sanct walks into the tavern.
Everyone loved my parents, though, but everyone hated me.
Was that before or after you started stabbing random people indiscriminately?
I don't know.
Tragic.
I don't know. I think they all hated me always. I don't know. I like to be mean.
That's not very nice.
It's fun. I like it.
But you can try to be, not evil.
I'm not evil. I just like to. I just like to stab and kill. I like murder and bringing people. But listen to this.
Pretty evil.
I bring people back to feeling good, and then I'll stab them again.
That's
No,
simply prolonged torture.
it's nice.
That is
No.
not nice. Not in the
It's
slightest.
very nice.
Hey, so you're telling me if you stab somebody's leg, apologize, put a little band-aid over it, then stab them again, that's nice?
Hell no, never apologize.
What?
Never
Someone would pay
apologize.
for this service.
He is very slowly getting his backpack ready to just sack napper.
Sanct, have you joined the party at this rate?
Sure. We gotta talk about a certain librarian. If I do.
Oh, how is the library here? I assumed that I would go at some point. Actually, I would love to visit it, but we should really be doing something about the, war that's happening. Anyway, where were you, Sanct? Off journeying, gallivanting, words.
Yeah, I was off words. I'm not a fan of this situation we find ourselves in, and so I'm kind of doing everything in my power right now not to just disappear, and a little bit of that is kind of disappearing. So
Fair enough.
I'm just taking my new language skills and putting them to the test. It's a little bit
Yes.
disorienting.
But it's
What
fun.
have you guys been up to since the divide? Do you think we can trust Hermes?
I mean, he hasn't really done anything to make himself appear untrustworthy.
Think
But-
he can probably hear us.
That I
Oh,
can.
without a doubt. Ha! That's not creepy at all, Hermes.
You think I want this fucking
Well.
ability as well?
I mean, do you not?
Fuck no!
Wait, can you hear everything? Or is there a range?
I haven't tested the range yet.
How
Oh.
far has been tested?
Between my bedroom and my father's bedroom, when my mother's home.
Oof.
He says that, like, his eyes just kind of like gloss over, like he's just gone, like he's reliving PTSD, and just shakes his head, downs like 3 more things of ale, and is like, well, I have a job to do, so I should really go get on that. Have fun! And he just, like, leaves.
He looked like he's seen things.
Yeah, Inquiry, you definitely hear him under his breath mutter, that goddamn electric-wielding asshole of a father having to... Fuck! And he just says all of that in Olympian as he just walks out the tavern.
Yeah, I write that into my notebook and pull out, and as I've seen him leave, write my notebook in no, we don't have any languages in common, so just common, I guess. This is sketchy as shit, and show it to Sanct and Sil.
I am going to nod and then write right beneath what he wrote. revisionary history in the library, and as soon as I'm sure he's read it, I'm going to close the journal and look at him.
Yeah, that's true of almost everywhere and almost everything. But that's no real reason for alarm, and if I can, with my metal face, I'm trying to portray, I don't know, conspiracy.
A wink.
Uh, I'm
Multiple
pretty
winks.
sure I'm. You know what? I hold up one hand and cover one eye slowly because I don't think I have eyelids.
Nice. Well, that's... Yeah, Sanct just looks away after seeing that and kind of just stares into the distance. Well,
Well, since
Athena's
sorry.
temple, Athena's satellite temple is still standing, so whatever will face us tomorrow is likely to be pretty tame. Uh, there were bodies moving inside, but I didn't want to stick around to gather too much ire. We might ask if we can access the primary temple at the top of the hill. But then again, I don't know if any of this is coming at a cost to us just later down the line.
It might. We also haven't. Well, I suppose he said we should head to find her, but we haven't really been given instruction or resources beyond this night of attempted relaxation. And I grab Audrey again, who I assume has by this point tried to sneak off to go stab somebody, and
Yeah.
deposit her back on the stool.
I thought the map was a trap. It's not. It just leads us directly to the temple. So we have that going for us.
Mhm.
The coin doesn't do anything on proximity to the temple.
Oh
The coin
yes, let
isn't
me see
doing
that
anything
for a
in here.
moment.
I'll palm it over to him.
Uh, Turning on magic awareness. Uh, what's magical about the coin, if anything?
Just its material, and that it was made by a god. That's the only real magic trace you get off of it.
This doesn't, to the best of my knowledge, this doesn't actually do anything. The Aside from register as being the handiwork of a god.
The symbols carved into it don't mean anything magically.
Not not in the means of producing or conducting magic in the way that and he gestures at Syl, an arcane practitioner would use symbology to influence magic.
Understood. Well,
Seems to be the equivalent. My guess is it's the equivalent to a signet ring.
hmm, I don't think I'm. I don't think any one of us is special in holding it or delivering it to its final destination, so I'll leave it with you until we can bring it to where it needs to go. I'm still very uneasy about our new friend and his friends and his family.
I go to tap where an ear would be on my head, see if you get the message, and then uh, tap Audrey's ear in front of me to make the message clearer.
Things are getting complicated out here, but we'll rest up tonight and try and make out more tomorrow. unless you want to continue to party, which you absolutely can. But I myself am 1/4 slept, and it's not a great feeling.
We can discuss this in our rooms if you want, but I am curious. You're the only one in the group who hasn't shared about themselves.
What do you want to know?
You know, where you're from, what's your deal, um, why are you the way you are? Like, this one is apparently a murder princess, and he's
Hermit!
yes.
Well, I come from a group of believers in the goddess of death, and through our worship of her, we hunt down things that would defy our goddess and bring their natural end so that they can be at peace with her. Before joining the Talandra military boot camp, I had saved a man from a cannibalistic spirit that was stalking him through a forest. And he must have told someone what I did, and it eventually got back to the aristocracy. But they found me, gave me the coin. I figured my skills could probably be improved by the experience if I just did the boot camp and left. And,
You were wrong.
well, skills improved, even if just a little bit, but I didn't get enough time to.
Practice is good practice. Fair enough.
Yes. So now, without any relatives or family to speak of, I am a hunter in her name and her name alone. And if that means getting some ire from this pantheon of gods for what little I may do to help them, that's better than getting the ire of their enemies for what I would do to help them, if that makes sense. There's a good chance that come tomorrow, I just hop on a boat and head where I'm needed next. The Kingdom of Blackwood.
Fair enough. Fair enough. What does your god think of something like me? I'm honestly not that dissimilar from from a product of necromancy by my reckoning. I'm an artificial life, I think.
Well, I haven't asked her, but from what I've observed of you, uh, you, just like me, will one day fall apart. And if that's in 10 years' time or a millennia, that's okay, because you have an eventual end. But it is those who would seek to permanently evade that fate or cast questions on the concept of fate that would be an enemy of her. But because you fall apart, just like me, you may have your own version of medicine and treatment and self-care, but just like me, you have a fate, and it comes.
Neat. Well, shall we head off to bed then?
I
Yeah,
am exhausted.
as am I. I hold up my 8th drink. Just been chugging while you guys were talking.
Phil, make me a Constitution saving throw.
Bet. That's a 4. Hold on. Wait. Make that a 6.
Sanct is going to put an arm under Sill's shoulder to kind of like bring him up, and then we're going to very carefully walk together to the room. I assume it's 2 rooms.
3.
I think it's 3.
3? Okay. Did anyone special order a private room?
I did. Josh, do me a favor and make a perception check, please.
Are we you doing it, Ashton?
17 and 4 is 21.
Go ahead, Evan.
Alright, so as you wrap your arm around where his shoulder should be, you just see the top half, you just see Sill start to fall over.
You're a fucking kobold in a trench coat, aren't you?
But you see only the top 1/3 of Sill fall off and hit the ground, pulling the trench coat up to reveal 2 kobolds standing on top of each other.
Shit, we've been found!
Well, good evening, gentlemen.
There's more?
Were you... I'm gonna just grab her before she gets up to start doing something.
We're friends, hold on!
Wait, so which one of you is drunk?
Yes, that
one
was going to be my question. Were you sharing, or does the other one need to catch up?
Well, we were talking about sharing, but that one had it all to himself because he wouldn't pour it down the fucking shirt.
Well, and I'm gonna, reach my hand down to offer the sober one a boost up to the bar. Would you like to catch up before going to bed? Also, which of you is Sill, or is that just a collective name?
No. The one who fell over, our silver friend, Sill, is Sill. I am Sen, and to give a more physical appearance, I'm a chromatic dragon, black, and this one here is Saf, a sapphire dragonborn, gemstone dragonborn. So
Wait, there's 3?
Wait, you're 3 kobolds in a trench coat?
I am 3 I am 3 kobolds in a trench coat.
Okay, I thought you
Sill.
were only 2 in a trench coat.
No,
Sen.
his characters
So
are like
Sill,
2.5 feet tall.
And
Yep.
do you
all
have a
male?
chromatic, a metallic, and a crystal dragon? Is
Yep.
that what it is? One of each? So,
Yep.
a silver, a black, and a sapphire dragon?
Yep.
Fantastic. Well done.
So he almost, if I can drop some knowledge, he almost got revealed when he decided to fuck around and find out with Thassa.
Oh, when that's why he asked where he got shot.
Yep.
Yep, and I almost had him do max damage plus some when she bounced it back to him, but that would have just killed him outright.
Sadly, yes.
Mm-hmm.
So, 3.
Yep.
There's too many of you.
But you
Okay.
prefer to be one?
Well, we tried to blend in, and we figured, Dragonborns are rather tall, agile, large creatures. No one would really think about it if, they saw one in a trench coat.
How did
And
you
not
notice that
Dragonborn.
your face and your feet were different colors?
No one looks at my feet!
Your face,
That's
your feet, and
weird.
your hands would all be different colors. How did we
Yeah.
not notice that?
I
No one
don't
pointed
judge.
out!
He's a glove wearer. Okay, I just want to make sure I'm treating everyone
I
with
like
respect
color.
here. Are the 3 of you male?
Yeah.
Okay. So you speak with about approximately the same voice. You must be genetically related?
No, we were all we kind of found each other in the same library, stuck there for quite a few years, and, we're actually really well in sync. So brothers from another mother, as the saying goes.
Hey, I'll take it. Fascinating. So your head is Syl,
Yes.
your torso is Sen,
Yep.
and your legs are Saf.
Yep.
Do you
Well,
ever switch
Syl,
places with each other?
that's a really good question.
No, strictly because Syl likes to converse a little bit more than myself and Saf here. So
Well, he's drunk off his ass, so he's definitely the socialite.
no shit.
I'm going to take Syl. Are you guys okay being apart from each other? Because Syl is up.
We'll look after him. I apologize on his behalf for his foolishness.
Oh,
But,
Inquiry is sketching the three of them in a separate book, by the way. But
Inquiry, what are you doing?
Are you small dragonborn or a different species?
Well, I mean, kobolds and dragonborns look close enough alike, so
yes, but kobolds do not typically have breath weapons.
You have a powerful chest.
Your
In more
tail
than
was a
one
different color as well. God.
you didn't
malfunction.
see it. That's not my fault.
I need a new mechanic.
So, yeah, and I should also point out, I myself am a warlock, and Saf here is a cleric.
Oh, good heavens. So, you don't. You. It. We.
Yeah, I mean, we could have had a little bit more backup, but Syl was really insistent that we don't give away the fact that we're 3-1.
What?
Yeah,
Well,
he was
for this-
really afraid
I
of that
respect
one.
your commitment to the
Right.
bit. Now that we know, do you want to continue behaving as 3-1? Do you want to behave as separate entities?
should we address you as something other than your head?
I mean,
How about the S's?
S3? S cubed?
The asses.
Don't be mean, murder
The
princess.
squad?
It's not mean.
It's
I
kind
mean-
of mean.
Inquiry and Sanct, I'm going to ask the two of you, strategically wise, moving forward, assuming the gods don't already fucking know, because it seemed like Hermes caught on really fucking quick,
Presumably.
They are
Do you-
infinite wells of magic.
yeah,
And magic attracts more magic.
Man, we
True.
really should have continued our conversations up in our room. Now this whole bar has seen you spill apart and heard
Well,
us
I was
talking
trying to
about
get
it.
him up to the room. That's
Yeah.
my mistake.
and no, that wasn't on you, that was his fault. I'm going to point to Syl for drinking 8 fucking beers.
I'm
What
still
are you
holding
Oh
small
my
as hell.
god, the volume to mass ratio. Does he need medical attention? That must be quite close to alcohol poisoning.
This is Saf gonna take over real quick. Just give him to me. I'll make sure he doesn't die. God.
Oh my gosh, this is the Odradek mechanic. This is
It
just a
kind of
different
is.
version of Odradek. I love this.
Low tech Odradek. Yeah, it kind of is. Although
Alright,
he
well-
only changes classes between the three of them.
Yeah, that's sick. I'm
So-
still holding Syl. Just
Yeah,
because when I went to grab him, I didn't want him to hit the ground.
As you're holding him, I'm just gonna just place my hands on Syl and just use cure wounds on him. So that should cure up his liver poisoning.
Hmm.
You
Speaking
dragons have
of,
quite a
what
high
would the two of you-
constitution.
Yeah, we learned to kind of deal with very harsh conditions.
Yes. What would the two of you like from the bar? And I'm just going to get whatever they want from the bartender on Hermes' tab, and we should really go upstairs.
Honestly, just a cider for the two of us should be just fine.
That's very sad. Actually, Inquiry has no concept of alcohol, so he's
Yeah.
just gonna do
I
it.
was about to say.
Eon's judging you.
Yeah, he just thought it was a bad drink because not many people order it.
Dion, one of my Dragonborns is drunk as shit. Do you really think the other two want to drink that hard?
Hey, I mean,
Have
no
you
judgment here.
babysat alcoholics sober before? It's not fun.
The answer to that is a no.
Both of us have.
Yeah.
The answer is no.
Yep, and Evan, I'm just gonna go ahead and revert my maximum hit points for Syl.
Yeah.
So, just so everybody is kind of clear on this, each one of my little Dragonborns has a max of 10 HP.
Wow.
That's so little.
Well,
That is amazing.
that
Is each
Yeah.
of them a level 1 character?
no. To kind of balance out the whole idea of me playing 3 people, we kind of just dinked the health
So
down.
Ashen has 3 level 3 characters, but he has a third of the total HP that his main would have. So his main was Syl, and so he took, when he rolled for Syl's HP, I told him take it, divide it by 3, and distribute it amongst the others.
Yeah.
Okay, I have a lot of mechanical questions that can wait for later.
Yeah, we've worked out as much of this as we could before we went with this.
This is
Surprise!
quite a lot.
The game
And-
along, but I have a lot of mechanical questions and potential things to do. I'm just going to tell you right now, without question, we're getting Saf some proper armor if he's not wearing it already. And depending on what kind of warlock, Syl, Saf, damn it, I can't remember what the
Sen.
black one is. Sen?
Sen.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sil, Sen, Saf. Sil for
And
silver, Sen for
Sensual.
the chromatic black,
I don't know.
Yep.
and Saf for the sapphire.
Yeah.
neat. Anyway, we should move this party upstairs.
There's quite a
Yeah.
talented blacksmith down the street, so we'll have.
Oh yeah, I also wanted to go to him to see if he could do anything about my Cyclops Club.
That's very true as well. We'll have plenty of things to do in the morning, but for now, let's get Sil 8 hours in him to recover from tonight, and hopefully we won't be facing Hermes tomorrow, but maybe the Temple of Athena.
Yep, let's go upstairs. I'm just gonna peer over to the audience that we have now accrued.
Yeah, no one's paying you any attention.
Perfect.
Oh, this is just normal. Okay.
This shit
You know what?
just
It
seems
occurs to
normal
me
for
that
them.
we're probably still speaking common because that's our normal language.
Oh, so they
probably
don't
no one can
understand.
actually understand what we've been saying
Oh
this
my
entire
gosh.
time.
We were just very surprised people in a bar. That's crazy. Okay, sorry. We gotta go.
Yep.
I'll
Alright.
drop the 3 S's in their room, and then I'll head back to whichever room I guess is. We have 3 rooms, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, Hermes assumed that you would want your own room.
Oh, so you and
Rudiness
Adri are
that you
rooming?
are. I don't really need to sleep, and I rest standing up, so I can be anywhere, and I figured she probably needed a babysitter.
That's fair.
No.
Alright, well, I'm gonna head to bed, guys. Good night.
Yep. Good night, Saint.
I slowly start creeping away.
Adri, go away. Go to your own room.
Yeah.
She wants
do
to
not-
eat one of the lizards.
I do not
So
trust this one.
when Adri and I get to the room, Adri, do you need to use the bathroom or get water?
No.
Okay. And then I'm going to go into sentry mode in front of the door so it can't open.
Thank you,
Damn you!
Inquiry!
Or in the room.
You're a real one!
The fuck! Alright.
And
well,
I'm going before I do that, I'm also going to put my Cyclops club in front of the window. Cause she's not moving that thing.
damn.
Alright.
Don't worry. If there's an actual emergency, I will be able to get up and move.
Bro, why can't I find a gif of the Scopos robots? Damn. Never mind. Yeah. Sank. We'll just go to bed. Rest up for the morning.
Oh, those things.
Did you post something in the...
No, I looked it up.
Okay. Alright, so if everyone goes to bed, you all have a very restful night of sleep.
Hold on, I want to roll for luck.
Are
No.
you actually rolling
I'm
for...
kidding. I'm just bullying Ashton.
Oh, God.
That's fucked up! It's fucked up!
Well, there go my 11 temporary hit points, but I get a cool weapon.
Yay!
Heck yes. Alright, so now that the party has introduced 2 new members, which, now Josh, I get to be the asshole and say we need 2 new character sheets and update sills.
We
I'm
can
sorry.
absolutely do that.
Yeah,
They're
So
all
hateful.
templated.
hell yeah, I'll send you the info. You can just use the same skull for the same thing for all of them.
Awesome.
Although maybe you could add like a little like tattoo to the skull of like 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, head, torso, arms.
Yeah, head,
it's like
torso.
a skull, a rib cage, and a foot.
Yeah,
That'd be funny.
that would be hilarious. Let's do it. Alright. So you all wake up. Everyone has a wonderful, splendid dreams. Adri, you hear the screaming of your parents as they were murdered. Inquiry, you only hear the sounds of like hammers hitting items like forge. Sil, you, Sen, and Saf just have like random nightmares of being eaten by your various respective older dragon types. Sanct, you get a nice little vision of you don't exactly know where, but you see flames, a black mass moving quickly as it suddenly approaches you, and right as stands in front of you, and right as it's about to strike you, you wake up.
What was about to strike me, say again?
Black mass, like shadowy mass. Can't
I
figure
see,
out what it
yes.
is. Yeah. And then before you wake up, you hear a voice in your head, a very calming voice that just says, "Breathe." And then you wake up.
Well, I'm up officially 4 hours before the rest of the team, other than Inquiry, but
Mhm.
I assume he'll be.
Oh no, I
babysitting.
take 6. Adri's the other one who wakes up in 4 hours.
Actually,
I'm just
pounding
running
on the
around in
fucking door.
circles.
That's hilarious.
Running around in circles in the room.
I'll head downstairs in the tavern and see what scaring up a meal looks like before everyone else wakes up.
Yeah, you head down. The barkeep hands you kind of like a menu. Um, and the menu just has kind of all of Sank's different favorite foods on it.
Like suspiciously, or it's just a big menu.
No, like it's like a drink menu at a bar.
Oh no, I'm talking about breakfast.
Yeah, she hands you a breakfast menu.
Okay.
She hands you a menu, and it just has all your favorite foods on it that you would normally eat for breakfast.
Okay.
And you hear a guy next to you in Greek order something off of his menu as well, but you don't recognize that item on your menu.
Oh, this is weird. Okay. Is there a table, or can you only eat at the bar?
No, there are tables. There's now
All
seems
right.
to be wait staff now that it's morning.
That makes sense. Sancta's gonna grab a table that seats
6.
6,
I'd go with
just in
7.
case.
Inquiry's pretty big.
Sure. Seat 7 has a bench. Uh,
Yeah, you snag
and
one of
he's
like
going to ask the waitstaff to hold off on ordering until the rest of his party arrives. He might have a water, but he's gonna start sketching in his notebook. He's gonna keep working on a sketch of that black mask.
mass. Not mask. Mass. MASS.
Mask, sorry.
You're all good. Just wanted to clarify before you started jotting shit down. Alright, so 2 hours pass. Inquiry wakes up. You wake up to just see Adri continuing to just run circles in the room.
All right, Adri.
Yes.
I was going to offer to let you out 2 hours ago, but you seemed to be enjoying yourself.
What the fuck?
No, I really was, but Evan and Josh just kept talking. I was going to ask if you I still am. Fuck you, Evan.
Okay.
Flow of time. Adri, I can let you out now. Sanct should be awake. Do you promise not to stab anyone until I get down to the bar?
So you get. Okay.
Yeah, I'm rolling insight on that shit.
Please make sure she doesn't
Regrettably-
get me.
Regrettably, I'm still in sentry mode, and I don't think my processor's fully up there, because that's a 5.
Yep,
Hmm?
Adri, you can lie as you wish.
Yeah, I'm just like, okay, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just take 3 steps forward, so you can't actually open the door fully, but you can just, open the door, bang it into my back, and slip out.
Okay. Yeah, I'm slipping out and running.
I'm going to regret this decision.
Probably.
Alright, well, you got 2 hours before I come down to check on you.
Alright, so Sanct, you see a tiny little bloodthirsty, stab-happy, 4-foot something elf run down the stairs.
Does she see me?
5 foot, thank you very much.
Okay, yeah, she sees you.
Fucking trip her ass.
Adri, you're not the shortest party member anymore.
Hey,
Yes!
thank you.
You're not
Yes.
even in 3rd place.
I'm
You're the
not
fourth.
tiny.
You're the 3rd tallest party member.
Huh.
Yeah, 4, 5, and
I'm
6 are all sent
tall.
still.
Alright, well, I'm going to give Adri a knowing look and pull out a blunted arrow and set my bow on the table in front of me, and then pat one of the seats, or one of the spots on the table to indicate it's our table.
Did you just pull your gun on her?
Hey, I mean, I'm not going down for the crime she commits, and so I gotta stop her somehow. If it means she's unconscious at the breakfast table, that's on her.
I mean, I locked her in our room.
I'm gonna slowly make my way over and take a seat and glare.
I'll wrap up my drawing and close my journal and put it away to stare back.
Glare intensifies.
The child terrifies us.
A waiter walks over and gives
I'm not a child.
and hands Audrey a menu. And Audrey, on your menu is the same thing. It's all your favorite foods that you would eat for breakfast.
It's a kid's menu, isn't it?
Yeah, it's totally a kid's menu.
A child!
I'm not a child. And I'm
The
gonna
dragon
stand on the chair.
Sleep for another 4 hours.
Oh,
Sorry, what was that, Dion?
Ashton should be asleep for another 4 hours.
Oh yeah, he is.
And
Oh,
you for
shit, my
another
bad.
2.
Alright, so do we
Alright,
want
I
to
guess I'm
time
still
skip
asleep.
to 4 hours?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Alright.
not going to be ordering any food until everyone's down.
Time
Hey,
skip.
I get 2
Well-
hours.
yeah.
Alright, time skip 2 hours. Inquiry
Ugh.
awakens.
Well, let's see if there's a murder scene to clean up. And I'm going to get my big ass stick and go downstairs.
You know, I'm too lazy to try and figure out the logistics of how you brought a 9-foot stick upstairs and got it through a doorway, but we're gonna go with
I
it.
feel like you think 9 feet is bigger than it is.
I think I do.
It's 3 yards or 3 meters.
I'd say my ceiling to roof is about 9 feet. So yeah, alright, yeah, you're good.
Yeah, you just gotta carry it horizontally for a while.
Yeah,
Like a couch.
yeah.
Yep.
Alright, so Inquiry, you get down.
So I assume when I...
You see them, you can go sit with them.
I give him the same offer.
I'm still just glaring.
Yeah, I
At
sit
6.
down. I assume my menu just says olive oil on it.
Yeah, your menu basically just says that. Is that
It is absolutely a machine lubricant.
Yeah.
It's an all-purpose lubricant. All-purpose.
I have to warn you against using it as a lubricant for most things.
Okay, we're gonna go ahead and time skip 2 more hours. So Sen, Saf, and Sil, you all wake up, though Sil, you have a raging fucking headache.
Oh,
Guys, what happened? You got drunk, dumbass? What do you think would happen after 8 drinks? I had 8? Yes, you had 8! Now
Oh
let's
god,
go get
Ashton's
some food in
schizophrenic.
here. I'm fucking losing it, guys. This is not even a joke, yeah.
So now that the reveal has been made, we need to just make an Ashen being schizophrenic montage of just all the times he's just talking to himself in his different voices.
I want it.
Ashen, I need you in the booth to record some lines on Saturday. Can you do that?
You know what? Might as well. Whoever's gonna fucking animate this is gonna have a field day.
Oh god.
Probably Josh.
I'm just picturing it's 3 little dragonborns yelling at each other, and then it's just quick transition to the one dude being me, just looking in different directions as I'm saying these lines. It's fine. It's fine. We're doing great. All right, the Sil, Saf, and Sen are just gonna go downstairs, looking very upset with Sil.
Alright, each of you get handed your own menu that has all of your own favorite breakfast food items, and you notice the group. You can all go sit down with the group. You can go fuck off, do your own things, and now everyone can order breakfast.
Yay! What? I ordered eggs.
All right,
Hot olive oil.
Adri.
Lots of bacon.
Okay, and then Sanct.
Smoked salmon.
All right. She takes your orders. She goes back. You guys wait the normal time, like 10, 15 minutes. They come back. They hand you the food. And you all can start eating.
Silseth and Sen devour their meal very quickly.
Okay, I was waiting for someone to break the fucking silence.
I just pour the oil into my gears and joints and run.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
I whir
devouring.
very loudly,
All
like
right.
an
I'm getting-
overworked nook.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes.
I'm gonna devour the bacon in a very just like just tearing it up. Mess everywhere.
God damn. All right, then
Shank
Sanct.
is going to give her his napkin.
I don't need that.
Yes, you do.
You look like
Nah.
you do.
I don't. I like the mess.
Yes, but you need to be clean if you're going to go in my backpack.
Have someone else clean it. That's what I do.
Ah, princess.
I don't clean.
You will now! Get to work!
Never.
But then
Never.
how will you get away with your crimes?
I use a butler.
Where's your butler?
He hates me, so he left when my parents died.
What a surprise.
I know. I was so surprised too.
And before
Okay,
we
I
find
know
out,
that my
Asshole.
degree
three
is
people in a
flat.
trench coat. One Audrey and two butlers.
You
Jesus.
could all be gnomes.
I think I have one too many scales to be a gnome inquiry.
No, I meant the Audrey Butler triple.
Wait, her butler had a butler?
The joke has failed.
I don't get it.
It's okay, Sen.
Did my
It was-
delivery?
A very short period of joke. It's okay.
Nah.
Alright, gang. Now that we are not wasting away and somewhat well rested, I hope everyone slept well.
Sil did not. He was snoring. In agony.
That's rough, bud. Well, we've got a smithy to see if we can't armor up our smallest adventurers. And then we might take a little bit of a look around to see if the primary temple to Athena at the center of the city is accessible to us. If not, we can just make way to the secondary temple. Anyone have any questions or want to make any extra stops?
I do have a question. What happens if we run into another god?
I did a little bit of research on these particular gods, and from what I can tell, those of which aren't too self-absorbed to make themselves known to us aren't particularly interested in our task. Hermes, well, he's what people in my profession like to call a shit stirrer, and he's a pretty good one at that. But his high energy comes at quite a cost. He's mired in a fair bit of tragedy, actually.
Oh?
but his relationship to the other gods seems to be on fairly well standing, as he is their most common messenger. He's the one who speaks truth, their words, to each other.
Right. So has he ever started shit between the other gods?
From what I could tell, yes. But
Damn.
most of it seems to be between the common adventurer and some other gods. He
My
earns
guess would be the best course of action is a bit of ass kissing and attempting to not piss them off.
I would say walk carefully. As far as kissing an ass goes, I'm sure anything that lives forever has a fair bit of ego, but I would be careful because with a back that old, it's bound to have been stabbed many a time. And so
That's
they
fair.
might be a little more aware than your average mortal when a betrayal is coming.
Good to know.
Also, each god seems to have like a thing. Hermes being messenger. He's also flight and speed. A goddess such as Athena is known for her wisdom, and Poseidon known for the seas. So, if you meet a god and can suss out which god it is, you might be able to tell what their thing is, which it's usually pretty obvious on them. Hermes' little wings give him away. Did we get a physical description of Poseidon?
I mean,
Um,
he's probably dead.
I have a 3D printed mini of him. Uh,
Did he have like scales or gills or anything
no,
that would?
he was an elven man. He looked like an elf. He had long
Okay.
blonde hair, a blonde beard, um, just kind of like the beard that just goes kind of through the mustache and like a goatee,
Hmm.
not like a goatee, but kind of like a goatee. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Um, he had his trident was silver. He had black boots. I think I gave him brown pants, and he had a shirt on that had. I'll send a picture of the model after session. Um, but he had like a
No problem. I
yeah
was just
green and gold on him.
remembering if you described the trident. I didn't recall if he fought with the trident.
No, yeah, he did. He fought with the trident.
Found
Yeah,
him
and his
fishing at the
cousin
moon.
fought Poseidon.
Hmm.
Yeah. So there should be there are a lot of statues around. I took a look at Hermes' statue to see how accurate it was to him, and it wasn't. So the statues are artful, but they take a lot of liberties. If you see someone who you recognize approximately as a statue person, they may be one of these gods that these people worship.
Um, Saf is going to speak up at this moment. But speaking of recognizing gods, the one with the lightning bolt is kind of the god that I pray to.
Oh, well, that's probably helpful.
Yeah, so yeah, that's Zeus. Very, very powerful. If it wasn't obvious enough.
God, I'm sorry to clarify this. What is his class? What's Saf's class?
A cleric.
Yeah, we've
Oh
got a
no.
wizard, a warlock, and a cleric.
Yep.
Oh, Syl is the warlock?
Syl is the wizard.
Ah, dang it. I had it right
Sen,
the first time.
yeah, Sen is the warlock.
Sen
They
is the
are
warlock.
they are conjuration, fathomless, and what kind of cleric?
Let me pull it up.
Wait, how'd you get fathomless?
Tempest.
I asked him.
Oh, okay.
Tempest Domain is a subclass for this cleric.
Oh my.
That
Yeah.
makes sense.
Yep.
And by the way, Josh, I don't know if you're doing the
Conch,
character
bad,
sheets
temp.
now, but they all have the same stats.
Oh no, I was
Okay.
I want to remember which one to say the name of, because
Mhm.
it's gonna be a pain in the butt to be like, all right, and one of the small dragons, I might need a heal.
Which one?
Yeah. Instead, I can speak to them, even though they are one PC. I can speak to them as individual players.
Oh yeah.
Yep, and I updated
Characters?
my name.
All
It
right.
looks amazing.
Still set and sap.
Yep.
Wonderful. All right. Well, we should go to the blacksmith and then see about doing something practical with this information and task.
Let's head out. The question, I still don't have written down any money. Are we still
I
broke?
was planning to just confidently tell them to bill Hermes.
Yeah, you guys are still
Okay.
broke. You have no money.
I was
Yeah, we'll have
planning
it put on
to
Hermes tab.
have our most charismatic person confidently tell them to bill Hermes.
Fuck, that's me.
Yeah, I know.
It's a one of yous.
If it can't be one of you, I'll do it. I have a +1, but
No, Dion, I have a 17 for charisma. It'll be fine.
doing it.
I will have Sen go up and make this persuasion check of telling the barkeep, hey, put all of this under Hermes tabs if you would.
The bartender was already convinced by Hermes himself. We're trying to swindle a blacksmith.
Oh, fuck. My bad.
Yeah, we're not there yet.
What?
We haven't gone to the smithy yet.
Oh,
Well, Evan just hasn't said that there was a scene change yet. We agreed that we were going to go, and then Josh started asking about how we're going to pay for anything.
Okay, so you guys have this conversation as scene change as you go over to the blacksmith. You get there, and you see a sign on the door that says, on lunch, be right back.
Motherfucker.
Damn. Well, it's a big city. There might be another.
Possibly. Which direction do you want to go?
I say very loudly, yes, or I say very loudly in ancient Greek, yes, there's always another blacksmith who's not on lunch who wants the god's money, and start stomping very loudly to go walk away.
No change.
Alright.
That's hilarious, though. We're gonna walk up to a map. I'm really treating this city like a mall, where they just have those little pedestal maps every now and then.
Yeah, there's a
Even
red
though I
dot
know
that just says, you are here.
exactly. Is there any kind of like map like that put up somewhere in the town?
Yeah, there's one, like, every now and then, just a giant pedestal that looks like it has a moving image, and you see people actually, like, moving the image and zooming out and zooming in.
Okay. Where's the nearest blacksmith that isn't on lunch?
The other side of the city.
Okay. Then we
How
might
does
hit
a
up
city of this
the.
size only have 2 blacksmiths?
That's
Well,
the
it
only
gives
one that's
us an
not on
opportunity
lunch.
to hit up the central. It gives us the opportunity to hit up the central temple. we have to
Alright,
pass through it
stand
anyway.
behind me. When things go poorly.
Okay.
Oh, I meant the little ones. You can take care of yourself.
Understood. We'll head for the steps up to the temple.
Okay, so as you head, you see the path that winds its way up to the top of the temple. There are 2... Oh, where did I put those? Oh shit, where did I put those minis? I needed them. Oh, here they are. Alright, you see 2 guards wearing armor and holding weaponry that you have almost never seen, none of you have ever seen before. They are wearing a gold helmet. They have a gold helmet, So first of all, like they're wearing like Spartan hoplite armor, right? Their helmet is gold. They don't have any plumes, or where the plume would be is just empty. The faceplate around, like where the face is just pure black. They have a bronze chest plate on, sitting on top of red. They have bronze armor on, silver shoulder pads, van braces. Are like they're basically just decked out in armor. I actually have a model that I'm using as a representation, but it's a Star Wars model that I painted, so I'm not gonna get too close on camera for that. And they seem to be
Oh, have you
holding.
been on camera this whole time?
Yeah, I have been. I added the webcam back.
Oh.
Yeah, so they add, and then they have they're holding like pure black, like Inquiry. You don't even need to use your eyes to see that it looks like there's something floating inside of where like the chamber of a rifle would be. And they are just holding these and standing there at at guard, right? And if you look further up the path, you see another two stationed every couple hundred feet. And the guard holds his hand out and he's like, "Sorry, we're not." He's like, "Sorry, not letting anyone up."
Is something going on? What happened to the temple?
Temple's been closed ever since Athena disappeared. Her orders told us to keep it closed. Only when she returns can we open the temple.
I'm gonna give Sanct a permission look. Also, Sil, Sen, and Saf, are you one right now, or are you three walking about?
We're three walking about.
Cool.
Yeah, also remember, Sil, you're the only one who understands this.
Oh, that's why he asked which one should be which.
Yep.
Yeah, which
And
never.
Clever Hermes.
one of Ashton's other characters, though, I know has a feat that can read and understand all languages or some shit like that.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's a warlock invocation.
Yep. So his cleric is the only one who doesn't know ancient Greek in the entire party.
No,
Yep.
poor babe.
Saf is left out.
I'm going to look to Inquiry because I believe he's the one who has our permission to investigate the missing goddess.
Yep, so, gentlemen, we have come here on the request of both Poseidon and Hermes to look into the disappearance of Athena.
Yes. Yeah, we were briefed.
Then
However,
why are you stopping us?
'Cause she went missing at the other temple, not this one. And her orders are, whenever she is not here, this remains closed. Not even her own father, not even her own father can get in.
Understandable. Have a lovely day.
You as
Do you
well.
have any other information to give?
I think one of Hephaestus's apprentices has you look like you might be looking for armor and stuff. His shop just opened up, not far from here, and he pulls out a little round, almost perfectly circular sapphire, and he holds it out. He holds it out to you, and an image of the city just pops out of it. And he tells you, all right, we're here, so you're gonna go here, 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 and he draws the path for you with his hand. And as he draws it, it marks itself for you. And then he hands you this, and he's like, here you go.
Very nice. Quick question. Were they speaking Greek or Common?
They were speaking Greek.
Cool. In Common, I'm going to say, wow, this is magnificent. Any response from either of them?
He says, yeah, it is, isn't it? Welcome to the home of the
Alright.
gods.
Alright. That's my information gathered.
I haven't seen magic like this before. It's not very uncommon out here. Is this what living with gods is like?
Usually, yeah. Although it has its ups and downs. The Hermes briefed us of what happened in Poseidon's, or sorry, not in Poseidon's realm in Atlantis, and we're not looking forward to another deployment. But if it's what needs to be done, it's what needs to be done.
Would it be a breach of security for you to explain to me what you're holding?
Just a standard issue Athenian military Eldritch rifle.
Eldritch rifle. Interesting. All right, well, we have a blacksmith to meet. Thank you, gentlemen.
Have fun. Have a good day. And they go back to standing guard.
Alright, once we're out of their line of sight, I'm going to pull out my notebook and write down. So, we're going to break into that suspicious-ass temple at some point, right? And show it to Actually, I'll show it to everybody. Well, I'm going to show it to everyone except Adri first, and then kind of feel out the other four to see if they're okay with me showing Murder Princess.
Oh, fuck!
You
After-
literally refer to yourself as Murder Princess.
I didn't do that.
You said you were the princess of the kingdom of murder, and you
That's
find
true.
it strange that I don't trust you.
This is true.
And it's not even that I don't trust you, it's that I don't trust you to keep my secrets.
Hmm.
After a quick glance, Sanct nods affirmatively.
Okay, I show the murderer.
Hmm.
And then I eat the page.
You just hear
Wait,
paper
I don't
shredding
have...
noises.
Oh, I was going to say, wait, I don't have any form of digestive tract. This is just stuck in me now.
Yeah, no, it just sounds
And-
like a paper shredder. Just.
Good enough.
Yep. Alright, off to the smithy.
Hell yeah.
Off to the smithy.
Alright, you go to the smithy. You see a you see a dwarf in there just hammering away at this beautifully curved sword. And it seems like he's such a master of his craft that it takes him no more than a couple hits on the blade and it's perfectly formed before he stabs it in the water to cool it down and, does other sword things with it because I don't know blacksmithing. So, yeah.
Alright. I'm gonna magic eyes and see if he flashbangs me.
Nope, doesn't flashbang you.
Okay, that's not Hephaestus.
Sanct will nod. Excuse me, good sir. Are you the smithy of the shop?
Aye, that I am. What can I help you with?
We'd like to inquire about 3 particularly small sets of armor.
Oh, for the little ones, eh?
Young
Oh,
adventurers.
Also, if you could... I've been holding the giant-ass log this entire time. If you could make this a slightly more functional weapon for someone of my size.
Oh, I could, but... I mean, are you looking to get more damage out of it, or are you just looking to make it more wieldable?
What are the options?
Well, I could shrink it down to make it fit your size, but you'd lose probably some of the damage because of the weight and the height of the bastard. If you want to just make it more comfortable, we could try something.
Hold on for a moment, and hold it upright, and I pull out my regular hammer and present it. Is there a way to make it easier to use, but still better than this? Or will modifying it just
Oh,
make it a worse version of my own hammer?
I haven't seen that in a while. Huh.
Yes, I am quite ancient.
How much, question, how much damage does your current hammer do?
2d6, but I'm fully proficient with it.
Understandable. He's like, alright, give it here. I can try something with your current hammer to make it more powerful.
Good enough.
Yeah. Alright, so he takes your hammer. And
You
like,
saw one of my kind.
yeah. He, so he's like, alright, I'm gonna take this in the back, and I'll be right back. So he takes it into the back. You hear sounds that you've never really heard before. You hear, like, drills, and, like, hammers, and, like, blow torches, and just, like, everything that we would hear in, like, a modern day car shop just happening in the back of this blacksmith shop. And he comes back out, and the hammer looks exactly the same, and he gives it back to you. And he's like, alright, I changed wait, you don't know, I don't know how much you know about your hammer, but I lessened the dampeners a bit, so now when you hit a bitch, it'll do just a wee bit, it'll do some more damage. Yeah, your hammer now,
Like the old days.
give or take. Yeah, as he hands you the hammer back, you get a flash of that, you get another little flash of a vision of screaming and, a lot of fighting and bloodshed, and seems like there's a fallen version of you ripped at the middle, laying on the ground in front of you, and you snap back to reality. Yeah, so your hammer will now do a 3d6 damage.
Oh, holy shit.
Yeah, that's what you get when you go to the apprentice of the god of the forge himself.
Well, damn. Maybe I shouldn't try to lie to him to get more information. But I'm going to.
How ugly is this guy?
Oh, he's like extremely handsome for a dwarf.
So, tell me, young man,
Mm-hmm.
it's magnificent craftsmanship. When was the last time you worked on one of mine?
Oof. Uh, I can't remember. It's been so long. Though while it does seem like it does seem like you don't remember much, or you somehow got out and got here, which doesn't make any sense. But I don't know. Yeah, it seems like whatever happened, your memory was wiped for a very damn good reason. Like,
How the fuck does he know my memory was wiped?
What do you mean, how does he know? He said he's worked on one of you before.
Yes, and I'm trying to pretend that I have my memory intact, and I'm just trying to reminisce with someone else who's from the old age. How the hell does he know that I don't have my memory? You don't have to answer that question. I'm just irritated. I'm sure there's a real answer. I'm just upset.
Of course you are. Your character literally has no memories of everything, and I hold all the secrets to your backstory. It's understandable. Now we need a
Okay,
counter
well,
for how
you've
many times I
clearly
pissed
seen
Dion
through my
off.
ruse. What are you allowed? Okay, you've clearly seen through my ruse. Yes, I don't remember anything. What am I? What are you allowed to tell me?
Uh, I can tell. Let's see. You were built for combat.
Shocking.
You and about, I think, 50,000 others. Last I heard, when I was but a wee lad, were sent off into the 9 hells themselves. And that was the last, and that was as much as my master was willing to tell me.
How long
Who's
ago were
allowed to
they
tell
sent
me
to the
more?
Hells?
That's also a fantastic question.
Was it for the War of the Flames?
I'm sorry, the War of the... no, not,
Born fuck
not,
themselves.
not that shite war. Ah, God. I don't remember.
Was it before then?
Oh, way before then.
Good heavens.
I don't... his memory seems to get a bit foggy as well. He's like, I can't tell. I can't even remember. You'd have to find the big guy and ask him yourself.
So he's the only one who's allowed to tell me? The
Yeah,
Smith in Atlantis gave me pretty much the same thing.
you're... From what I was told when I was going through Smith and school under him, your creation was very top secret, very need to know, and he's the one, and anyone else who knew is either dead or has no idea about you. I wish I could tell you more, lad. I really do.
Delightful. Well, would you like a Cyclops cub?
Sure. Thank you. And he just like kind of effortlessly just picks it up and just takes it into the back. All right. He comes back. He like dusts his hands off. He's like, all right. So, armor for the 3 wee little ones. Um, he looks each of you over. His eyes kind of briefly flash white real quick, and he points to Syl, and he's like, are you sure you want armor? Wouldn't that like negate the whole effect of like your mage shit?
Wow. I kind of, yeah.
He looks at the rest of you guys and he's like, you want the wizard in armor? Just to make sure that you all are on the same page. You want the wizard in armor.
Not if it will impede his ability to cast.
Does light armor impede that ability?
Yes, it does, Josh. So, only 2 of them can actually wear armor.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone
Wizards
has
can't.
to be just clothed?
Yeah, so wizards get things like rings of protection or
Mm,
special wizard robes that give them armor class, or like mithril armor or stuff.
Yeah, because I had that happen.
Anything else cast.
Yeah, I had that happen.
Kind of similar with inquiry,
Mm-hmm.
because well, I'm made out of metal, and I talk about it being armor. Technically, I'm naked, like all good barbarians are, uh,
okay.
which
So
is why I get my crazy armor defense.
Mm-hmm.
could we see a seamstress for Syl? A weaver of some sort? Get him
I
a
feel like
proper
if
robe?
that the apprentice of Hephaestus, we're probably not getting it at all. But the other 2 can get armor. The warlock has to stick with light armor, but the cleric can get full heavy armor.
Yeah!
Yeah, that sounds about right. Sanct will address the apprentice, and ask for light armor for Sen, heavy armor for Saf, nothing for Syl. Adri, do you need a knife, or are you looking for any kind of armor? I don't think I understand your armaments.
Always need knives.
Yeah, she can only wear medium armor because she's a different kind of cleric.
Are you currently wearing medium armor? That's appropriate.
I don't know.
You're a life domain, right?
Yes.
Oh no,
I
you
have
actually can wear heavy armor.
I
I
have
thought
leather
so.
armor.
Oh, you should probably be wearing something better.
I need heavy armor.
So, unless Evan's feeling particularly generous, heavy armor will probably impose disadvantage on stealth.
Oh, fuck that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Unless Evan's feeling particularly generous in giving you guys some of the heavy armors that don't do that.
No, heavy armor will.
Yeah, all of the heavy armors that don't are magical.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. I
Medium?
guess. Yeah, we'll get medium for Adri. Saf,
Well,
are you?
what are
Would
your
you?
guys' mods?
Sorry?
Well, I guess first of all, we should be asking Evan what they even have and are willing to give. But
Alright, so
if your dex mod isn't better than a 2, medium armor is fine.
Yeah, my dex mod for all three of these guys is a 1.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
then medium armor is fine.
mm-hmm. So he
With your
crosses.
small size,
Mhm.
stealth can be an advantage for you more than being just a little bit harder to hit.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so he crosses his arms and he's like, "And how do you plan to pay for all this?" Respectfully.
Sen is going to speak up. Hermes said he'd cover this one.
Uh-huh. Is
We
he gonna...
are on official business from the gods, and that's me giving him the help action. I ain't rolling. He's rolling.
Shall I roll persuasion, Evan?
Produce the coin.
Yes, I produced the coin.
Sure.
Oh my god, that is a 19 mixed with my 5, so that is a 24.
Not to mention having the opportunity to work on an antique. Also, out of curiosity, how old do you think I am?
I let's see.
The
Upwards.
Smith in Atlantis guessed 3 to 5,000.
I'd say I'd say around 5 or so. Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah, you're old as shit, mate.
Delightful.
So, ay, shite. Alright. Well, one, Hermes still owes me for about 7 other tabs of fucking armor that I've given to him. So, let's see. You got... How'd you got... Okay. He looks at the coin. He's like, alright. I... I've only got medium in stock. I've got... I don't have armor that small, so I would need time to be able to make it. Though I got one that'll fit her.
God.
Let's make a deal. You provide the one we need for her, and begin work on the 2 for our small friends, and we'll use the time it takes for you to modify those armors to scrounge up something to give you in return.
Or just, go free Athena like you were told to, based on that coin.
Yes, and this equipment would help us in doing that.
Yeah, exactly.
We're
Also,
not
that's-
exactly
And I can't pump out
proficiently naked fighters.
Yeah, and it's going to take me at least a day or two to make the tiny armor sets.
It'll take us a day to find a bounty board and kill someone who needs killing.
Then
Killing!
we're fine. Come back in 2 days, I'll have your tiny armor.
We'll see you in 2 days.
Yeah, he just grabs the set of medium and just he just throws it, and it just he just throws it at Adri, and it just immediately just opens up and just wraps around her.
Yeet.
That wasn't picked up, but I heard it from the living
Fuck.
room.
Scream. What the fuck?
Convenient. Now we need to find a bounty board, and Sanct is going to leave the smithy.
Yeah, before we leave, Seth, how do you feel about shields? I know that how do you feel about shields?
You cut out
You
Ash.
just kind of made a noise. There
Wait.
wasn't any words there.
I strongly favor them. Did you hear me that time?
Yes, we heard you this time.
Perfect.
Do you have a reasonably sized shield in stock at the moment?
For that wee little lad,
Like a buckler?
I'd
Or
have
just the rondel from some other piece of armor?
I'd have to check. Once again, you are not the first people to have come here. I have dozens upon dozens of orders, so I can check.
Yes, but how often do you get to work on a relic?
And how often are you ordered to assist people looking for the goddess Athena?
Why
Also,
do you
that is
think?
some pretty high quality Cyclops wood.
Oh, you can't see me. I don't have my webcam on. He looks back at the club in the back. Looks back at you, and just shrugs his shoulders. And he's like, "Fucking come back in the same day or two." You do realize that there's a war starting. There's a war about to start. If shit does not get fixed sooner rather than later.
Which is why we're asking for the shield now, so that we can leave soon.
Oh, fine. Alright, he goes into the back. You just hear the same thing, like cling clang, rivets being pulled out. And he just comes out basically just holding like not like a teacup shield, but kind of just like literally just the middle part of the shield that you were talking about, Dion. And he's just like,
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, just the metal boss that
Mhm.
would be in a full-sized shield. He is just giving to the tiny dragon.
Yep. He just
Perfect.
hands it to you.
Thank you. I promise we will return with a payment worthy of your work.
Yeah, the payment will be free in our goddess so we can properly plan this shit. Or go do a bounty board, whatever pleases your mind. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got work to do. And he just goes into the back of the shop.
Delightful.
We'll
Let's
head out.
let's get on. So, what does her new armor look like? Because you
Uh,
said it just swallowed her.
well, yeah, like
Yeah.
it just like enveloped her chest. I don't know. She can choose what she wants to wear.
Cool.
What I got?
What
Yeah.
kind of armor is it, out of curiosity?
Just a medium, like breastplate.
Oh, dope.
I
No
don't know.
disadvantage on stealth. That makes your armor class 14 plus your dex mod with a max of 2.
How do I add that stuff?
I might have access to your sheet to be able to add it for you.
Yeah, you
Okay.
But
might.
Evan, please continue. I'll see if I can do that for
Yeah. So then Saf or Sen, I forget who the other one the warlock is, has a little shield
And
now on his thing.
Seth.
It'd be the
So,
cleric.
Okay.
yeah.
Mhm.
I'll go ahead and add that.
all right. Well, I'm a little confused. When discussing payment, the mention of Hermes got us turned away. The mention of Poseidon's call got us turned away. And then we said bounty board, and he said he'd do it. And then, while leaving, we said we'd return with something worth value, like completing the bounty. and actually paying him before going off to save Athena. But then he asked us to
Pissed off
just
about
save
it, yeah.
Athena. Yeah, so
If we leave to go save Athena, how will we get our stuff?
yeah, I'm thinking we find something to do while those modifications are in process. He said 2 days. The Athenian temple is just an hour and 45-minute walk from the gates of New Athens.
Alright.
So we can probably just go and check it out, see what we need to investigate. I doubt she's going to be there, but we may find some evidence of where she did go.
Works for me.
And then if we can't, find her on this island, let's say, or if we need time to investigate the evidence, we'll come back for a bounty board, complete the bounty, and by the time those 2 days are up, we'll have something to pay that apprentice.
Works for me. Also, I just want to point out, Adri now has a higher armor class than I do.
Yeah?
She's rocking an
Yeah.
18, as long as she's using her shield.
Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah, she had a shield to begin with, didn't she?
Apparently.
Alright, we're gonna head off in the direction of the satellite temple, auxiliary temple. I don't remember what it was called, I'm scared. Map, guide us.
Alright, I will be right back.
Alright, the map comes out. You pull the map out, and he's like, you see a little like stick figure guy being like, go this way, and he like points towards the path of where you need to go.
Alright, unless we run into anything on the path there, I think we're just headed there.
Alright. Alright, so it takes you about an hour 45 to get there. As you are approaching, you see the same 6 masses moving inside of the temple as before.
Does 6 have any importance here?
Not the 6 that you're
Can we
thinking of.
I'm talking to the party.
What? I just got back.
There's a group of 6 individuals in the temple. They don't know we're here. I'm trying to think, have we run across a group of 6 people that might bear any significance to this plot? No,
Not
right?
unless there's some religious or historical thing we don't know.
Who did we fight on that beach?
Random bandits that stole a couch. No,
Were there 6 of them?
they
And
robbed
they called
guards and
themselves the
bought a
5?
couch.
They called
Yes,
themselves the 5, but there were 6 of them, right?
the 5. Yes, and one of them got shot by a mysterious arrow that turned them into a puddle.
Oh, they're dead. Alright, never mind. We
Yes,
walk up to the
they're all
tower.
very dead.
Yes.
They chose to kill themselves on me instead of the very reasonable request of move. I didn't even tell them to stop being bandits. I just asked them to move. Other people's children.
Kids, am I right?
Oh, yeah. Such assholes.
As we walk up to the temple, do the 6 respond?
Are you going stealthily or are you just walking in?
I'll follow other people's lead, but I'm okay with just walking in.
It's a stroll.
But if anyone wants to hide, I'm also willing and fully volunteering to be the distraction / in front person.
Is it just a single floor temple or is it a multi-floor temple?
Nope, it's a single floor temple.
Alright. Yeah, we'll just walk up to it. There's not exactly an angle of advantage here. I assume it's on It's like overlooking the ocean.
No, it's just in the middle of
We
nowhere.
Dragon Collective,
Oh, it's
Murder
just in the
Elf,
middle of the nowhere?
are you in agreement with just strolling up?
Yeah.
We Dragon Collective?
Absolutely. All of us are kind of just raising your right arm up.
Woo.
Alrighty. Alright. So you're just gonna alright, so you're walking up. Cool. Now we switch views. Alrighty, so as you approach this temple,
I'm definitely going first.
Alright, I'm putting you there, and I just kind of put the rest of the party behind you. Can you see your character, Dion, or is he hidden by the pillar?
There's a little piece of him sticking out.
There you go. Made it slightly
You
better.
can put it back. I could see his front sword thing.
You're all good. It makes it easier for us and the viewers. All one of them. Alright, so as
Yeah.
yeah, well, we're having fun, right? That's what matters. So, you approach. You see in front of you. What's up?
I'm saying hello there, but it's also in an epic reference.
Oh. Yes, they respond with "You killed my sheep, my favorite sheep." So, you see in front of you. So you see two hoplites. These two are hoplites, or they're hoplites. They're hoplites, and you see a lampad and an oread, which are
An
creatures that
Orion?
yes, which are creatures you would have no idea what the hell they are.
Cool. You just artifacted pretty hard on the word Oriad.
Oh, understandable. So, let me, if I pull there, to get you a description real quick. So the Oread is kind of looks like they're half rock, half human. Are you looking at pictures of them?
No, I'm just thinking I'm half metal, half human.
Yes.
Perhaps we are kids.
And then the lampad just kind of looks the same, primarily kind of like rock or primarily stone, but in the cracks appear to be like a swirling galaxy, sort of.
Okay.
Alright, so the two up front look at you and they say, the two up front look at you and they're like, "Who are you? Why are you here?"
Is everybody up there with me? No one tried to be sneaky, right?
Nope,
Everybody's
I'll be
here?
flanking with you.
Hello there. We're here seeking Athena.
I'm sorry, run
Who
that.
might you be?
Well, we are followers of Mogus, of course. Athena and Ares is, I guess you could say, rival. And we have been tasked with, well,
Her destruction, wonderful brothers. We shall raise this place in unison. And I'm going to start walking towards them, arms open and outstretched.
yeah, they draw their
Lying
weapons.
my ass. Damn it. I really thought my lie would get me more results.
So one of them, wait, did the rest of the group follow behind you?
I
Yeah.
hope not. I'm trying to draw aggro.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm in the back then.
Okay, so you guys are still outside the temple.
The elf can go into melee with me, but everyone else is definitely a ranged attacker.
Yep. Yeah, no, they draw their swords and they point them at you.
I don't get a deception check or anything. They just see through my bullshit.
They look you dead in the eye, inquiry, and they say, we know exactly what you are, product of Hephaestus. You will not accomplish your mission today. And since we only have half an hour left, I'm gonna have everyone roll for initiative. I'm gonna take a picture of the sheet, and we will kick off next week with the battle for Athena's temple.
Inquiry, you're
Aw.
famous.
Dun dun dun.
I got
I
a 17.
But I cannot possibly argue with that kind of a logic. I'm literally the only thing that looks like me.
Evan, can you say again who these people claim to be working for are?
They are working for Mogus. You read his name on your sheet, or you found his name last night when you were looking through the books.
Mogus.
Yes, Mogis.
Short for Among Us.
IS.
Okay, yeah, Ashton, you remember
16
how
plus
we're
3
doing
plus
combat
3.
for your guy, right?
No.
They don't share the same initiative?
Yeah, so they're going to share the same initiatives, and he'll just get to pick who goes that turn.
Yep.
Alright,
I remember now.
so who got what?
I got a 17.
Okay,
I got a 7.
okay,
Sanct got a 24.
okay.
13 for inquiry.
Alright, and now I get to roll for these guys.
I just want my clever lies to work.
One day.
I
One
doubt it. I don't think so.
That was the most unfortunate instance of like you don't know your relationship to these people, but they absolutely know their relationship to you as soon as they see you.
I cannot possibly argue against that. That's just how that works.
That was beautiful.
Yeah, well done, Evan.
Thank you. Honestly, I've had this map set up for like the entire damn time. Alright.
I'd think so.
Mm-hmm.
You know what would make this fight a hell of a lot easier? Armor.
Mm-hmm.
I can cast magic armor on you. Don't worry.
You
Oh,
should
no,
cast
not
that
me.
on you, brother.
I'm in the back lines, buddy.
Oh shit, I need to split Ashton's character up now into 3 separate miniatures.
Range
Yep.
does not make you untouchable.
Yeah.
Well, why do you think my cleric's gonna be the shield?
I'll be your shield.
A good formation is great and all, but you each have 10 hit points.
I'm aware.
Oh yeah. I expect one of them to die at some point.
Never!
Oh, just you wait.
Just you wait.
Yes. Alrighty.
Ashton, I just rolled 14 with my fancy new hammer. Do you know how easily you will die?
Hey, no friendly fire.
That's
Not
not
allowed.
my point. They're so fragile. They're so little. I fear for their safety.
It'll be fine. Probably.
Alright, well, we're gonna wrap up today's session there. Now I get to do the usual end of stream spiel. Yeah, thanks to everyone who came out and watched. I don't know when this will be up on YouTube, and I sure as hell don't know when this will be up on Spotify. We hope the audio that this time was better. I heard from some people last time that it wasn't so great, so we did some testing, we did some fixes. Yeah, hoping you guys enjoyed. Make sure to go check out Southwind Data to get 15% off your thing. And yeah, we will see you all in 2 weeks. Thanks for watching, everyone.
Have a good night.
Take it easy.